FYF Sports, man. Lamont, we back. We got a lot of information for y'all today, man. We got to start separating the real from the fake, man. It's too much fake news circulating just around YouTube. I was actually talking about this on Carcino's channel yesterday. Yeah, how the media's changed. We don't go to ESPN as much as we used to 10 years ago. We don't go to we don't turn to the news channels as much for the news. We go to social media. We go to YouTube. YouTube's become the new ESPN. And now everybody has a voice. Everybody can chime in. Everybody can speculate. And I'm not saying that's not a problem, but you also got to know that comes at a price too, man. It's gonna, the quality of information that you receive is gonna be lacking. Anybody can say whatever they want. And from what I've been hearing, the NBA, all of these NBA teams have been extremely silent. That's been the biggest issue right now. All of these NBA teams have been silent on what they're trying to do. Nobody's talking. The Lakers have been silent on their plans. Nobody knows. Everybody can guess and speculate. And when that starts to happen, when it starts to get too silent, all I've said is just be careful. We can speculate on what the best trades might be, but I think sometimes the trade speculation gets ridiculous. And when I saw the James Harden possible trade for Ben Simmons, that makes absolutely no sense. James Harden is the Houston Rockets. They're not going to trade their franchise player. You're not going to trade your franchise player primarily because you're not going to get equal value. You'll automatically put yourself in rebuild mode. What's good, Jason Brown, Taj Mason, Relos? Appreciate everybody jumping in early. I'm going to drop this link. We almost got 100 people in. Yeah, we got 100 in here now. Appreciate you guys for getting in here early. And I want to chop it up on this. That's my biggest beef, man. My biggest beef is every time I look on YouTube and I'm hoping to find some type of credible media or credible information, it's always people stating things for certainty that you just can't do. To say James Harden will get traded, to say Devin Booker did request a trade, that's not factual. Devin Booker has not requested a trade. That's factual. He has not requested a trade. Did he have problems with the former GM of the team, Ryan McDonough? Yes, he did have problems with the former GM. That former GM has now been fired. James Jones is the new GM. And they get along perfectly fine. And what one thing I told you is you could tell when a franchise is functioning because we saw how Phoenix went into the bubble, went 8-0. They looked upbeat, they looked positive, they looked like they were on the same page. That only happens when everything is in a line. And the hiring of James Jones, help bring that franchise the legitimacy that they needed. And then also that foundation that Devin Booker was looking for. I think he trusts that James Jones is actually going to bring the pieces in that's going to make them great. Same thing with the James Harden trade. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, after you successfully complete a James Harden Ben Simmons trade on NBA 2K, maybe you want to say it in real life. And I think that's what some people do. So I think what they do is they get on 2K, they mix and match these teams. And they say, oh, that looks like it might work. This trade worked on the video game. Let's say it in real life. But it does not make sense. That trade does not make sense. Just because Daryl Morey is now with the Sixers doesn't mean he's also looking to bring James Harden with him. That's not factual. That's not factual, y'all. All right. This is why I always tell people, man, if you're going to say things with fact, like I can say for a fact that the Phoenix Suns are shopping. The Phoenix Suns are shopping Kelly Oubre. I could say that for a fact because I can name drop my source. One of the former GMs of the Phoenix Suns. He actually was the former GM, Ryan McDonough. I can name drop that because that's a fact. They are shopping him. That's not a secret. So it's easy to name drop it because, especially when it's factual, but really to catch somebody lying, you really just got to say, well, what's your source? Where'd you get it from? And then you want to double down and check that source. Where'd they get their information from? That's what we're here to talk about today, man. We're going to talk that's why I always say here, if you're going to come here and propose trade scenarios, if we're going to talk about what these teams can do to get better, make it make sense for both teams. All right. Let's say the Phoenix Suns do get a trade offer that they want to pull the trigger on for Devin Booker. Does it make sense for both teams? Are the Phoenix Suns getting something that's actually going to make them better? You know, we know the fan base is heavily, heavily connected to Devin Booker. Devin Booker is heavily invested in the community here in Phoenix. It's not going to go without a cost. You're going to have to overpay for a player like Devin Booker. What team is going to overpay in this climate right now, in this financial climate? Who's going to mortgage so much just to get Devin Booker? Because it's not going to be a straight up trade. They're not going to straight up trade Devin Booker for Paul George. That's not happening. That does nothing for that does nothing for this team. Taj Mason, he said, yeah, that's what he said. My favorite, you know what? One of my favorite games is a game that, you know, they don't even make it no more, but it was the last college 2K. Like, if you guys haven't played that game, you need to go buy it. It was the last NCAA 2K where you can go in, you can recruit players and do all that crazy stuff. Yeah, being the GM or running a college team, and you know, on these video games, it's fun, intriguing. It adds a different element to the game, but it's at the end of the day, it's not real life. I mean, on 2K, I can create myself, I can draft myself, I can give myself attributes. That's not real life, y'all. Unfortunately, it's not real life. He said the escrow is going to be 18%. Well, at least they have a set number. That 18% is not too crazy. It's not too crazy. It's not the 35 or 40% that some people have predicted. So I like that number. If it is 18%, I have to double check that real off. That I think that's something. It's gonna affect some people's contracts. I think guys like Fred VanVleet, I mean, it's gonna affect them. You know, they're gonna be looking for money to supplement that loss. But you never know, man. Spotter got him. Moneyball, appreciate you guys for getting in here early. Sly, let me just drop this link for you guys because we got a lot of stuff to touch on today. But first thing I want to know about is like what is y'all opinion on some of these odd news stories? Do y'all think people just say stuff for the or they just make the catchy trade scenarios for the views? I mean, it sounds good, and then when the trade doesn't happen and you get 500 dislikes on your video, then is it worth it then? Oh yeah, I know Sly was in there cooking them. It's easy to cook people that don't come with facts. When they come with emotion, it's easy to cook them because they start getting it. Emotional people get emotional. That's what they do. If you come with the facts, there's no need to get emotional. If you come with the facts, if you have a sound argument about Michael Jordan, if you come with facts, you like look at Elder. Elder's going to defend Jordan to the T. He's never gonna get emotional. He's never gonna get caught up because he comes at least with facts. The same way I come with facts. That's how I expect y'all to come in y'all debates. Y'all bring them facts to the debate, man. Ain't no problem. When you start getting emotional, when you start just randomly start ranting and raving about LeBron James, and we talking about NFL football, then we know that your debate is extremely flawed. Best fighter, what's up? Fat Cat, RIP, man. I want to see some of y'all new faces in here, man. Christian Butler 8. I think you might have been in here before. Deuce Dot Charles, man. Hit the link. Y'all hop in here. CJ. Yeah, make sure y'all go ahead and hop in here, man. So I want to talk about some of these fake trade scenarios. I mean, it's fun to talk about. I just really like talking about the realistic trades, the trades that have a more realistic chance of happening. The Kyle Kuzma getting traded is more or less realistic. All right. But at the end of the day, we don't know what's what because the word going around the NBA now, if you talk to anybody that has any affiliation with the NBA, anybody's going to tell you that all of these NBA teams have been silent. Nobody's leaking anything. Nobody's not saying anything. Nobody doesn't want to spill the beans, and that's because this draft is critical for some teams. There are going to be some sneaky teams trying to sneak up to that 1 or 2 position, trying to get LaMelo Ball. For that report that came out about him, he's not looking good in workouts. That report was leaked for a reason. What's good? It's not me, TV. Stephen Lawson, man. Let's get some of y'all new faces in here. I got Sly. Let me go ahead and add y'all to the chat right now. We're gonna chop it up, man. We're gonna start with Sly. I heard you over there. Put people to bed with facts. But it's the truth.
I know. And salute Lamont, and salute the panel, and salute the chat. And before I get into this topic, I just want to say, look, I know people be getting into their emotions sometimes, you know what I mean, because they want to defend their favorite player and all that. But you know what I mean, sometimes we just gotta let it go. I can even admit I do it too. I do it too when the topic is Shaq, because that's my favorite player. So sometimes I might go overboard and not try to admit that, Shaq did kind of underachieve. But at the same time, I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, though. That's all it is. But word. As far as this goes, though, Lamont, I mean, I don't know, bro, because look. I feel what you're saying. It just sounds far fetched that the Rockets, you made this man the face of your franchise, and they haven't got it done, but no, the man brought 2 MVPs since he got there, and you know what I mean. He's looked better than he ever did in OKC. So it just does seem far fetched that you would get rid of this man unless he requested that you have an inkling that he wants to leave.
Yeah.
But
I know.
At the same time, I did see ESPN talking about it though, Lamont.
It sounds creative. See, here's the thing. You said the key thing. Star-studded superstar players in this league don't really get traded unless they request it. When we see Russell Westbrook, when he got traded out of OKC, he only got traded because he went to the team and said, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to get traded. If he don't do that, they're going to hold on to him, especially these small market teams. With Giannis is not going to get traded unless he specifically says, look, I'm not re-signing. You guys go ahead and trade me. Otherwise, they're going to hold on to you. Star players in this league, especially superstar players, don't just get traded at random. You don't randomly trade superstar players. Because what that does is it sets an undertone for the future. How do you expect to sign another superstar free agent and you just traded a superstar randomly without him even requesting a trade? It's not a good look. That's something that's just not something that happens in this league. So James Harden getting traded just to go join the Sixers, not happening, because the trade doesn't really do anything for either team. It doesn't make Houston any better, and it doesn't really make. It's in somewhat makes Philly better, but you're going to be taking the ball out of Joel Embiid's hands. Makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. I don't even think Doc Rivers is that type of coach to do ISO ball and not let Joel Embiid touch the ball. Black Mamba, salute. Hold on. We got let me go to Mike Butter real quick. Mike Butter, what you got on this?
Salute, everybody. But on this, I don't think James Harden go anywhere. Also, I've been hearing about D-Book wants out of Phoenix. What's up with that?
Just not true. That's fake. More fake news. He didn't request a trade. He had an argument with the former GM last year. And so everyone assumed that he wanted out of Phoenix.
See, this is exactly what you be talking about. Switching narratives.
Yeah, there's a new GM now. That GM, that guy, again, the organization sided with who? It's going to side with Devin Booker. They fired that GM. They brought in James Jones, who's already doing a much better job. and everything's on the same page now.
And see, Lamont, and bro, when you talk about a person like Devin Booker, it's just like a young player like him. When you like, I mean, we can all agree Devin Booker is the face of the Suns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for a
Right.
fact.
So when you young like that and you haven't got that big payday yet, like I just can't believe that you're going to leave the team that you were face of to go play with somebody else to win a chase a championship, and you haven't got that big ass payday yet. You're gonna get that payday yet before you start thinking about your ring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I can't see no Devin Booker leave it. Like, what other team is gonna give Devin Booker a max contract?
Well, I mean, he just got
paid nice on Dallas.
He just got paid from Phoenix. They gave him $158 million.
All right.
Niggas
would get Book him a max contract.
Yeah, they're gonna pay Book.
Hey,
yeah, but I'm saying if you already got somebody that you paying those max dollars to, like, you know what I mean, Devin Booker's not gonna come to you. You know what I mean? Because I'm making like, y'all not gonna offer me more than Phoenix can offer me, and I don't think no team in the NBA can offer Devin Booker more than Phoenix.
But the thing is that extra money worth it if you could get a couple chips, because them chips get you long-term money. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. Like, if I'm the star of the team, like, I'm gonna, but Robert Horry's a role player.
Yeah,
you know
but he on
saying?
TV right now because he got 7 of them.
I feel you, but but you know what I mean, and he's on TV right now because he got 7 of the things, but he's on the TV because, you know what I mean, he was lucky enough to play for those, you know what I mean, championship teams. You feel me? Robert Horry was not going to get no contract or no big time deals based off, you know what I mean, his individual play.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be on TV. He wouldn't be on TV if he wasn't winning them chips neither. But like, he ain't like a Vince Carter, like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Vince
can I say
Carter,
something?
be on TV.
No, go ahead, Lou.
Hey, Lamont, I'm just gonna say right now, it's a possibility Biden may be winning in a couple of minutes, and 2 Raw is live. If I dip out, that's the reason why. But
all right, no, you good.
I just want to say, if this, like, if I thought when they hired that new young coach, they were going to like blow up the Rockets team and start trading away like guys like James Harden and Westbrook, and with them starting the season on December 22nd, I'm surprised they're not like moving up the draft and moving up free agency right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if Harden does get traded away to Philadelphia, where Daryl Morey is, I would not be surprised if it went down like that though. Because I think they get sick and tired of Ben Simmons not wanting to help improve his game, and they want a guy who's going to help Embiid and get them further along in the playoffs.
So my question is this: if Ben Simmons, if it's known that Ben Simmons is not willing to improve his game, why would Houston trade for him?
Like.
This is why I say these trades don't make sense. What's up?
You also said, I think you said a couple of weeks ago, Golden State may try to trade for James Harden too, because they got the number 2 pick and they want to add another superstar to that team.
Mm-hmm. These are rumors. And see, again, I'm not going to report it as fact. The James Harden trade to Philly. Well, the James Harden trade to Philly, we just know that's getting sparked up only because Daryl Morey is now the GM. And so now everybody's saying, oh, he's the GM. He's going to want James Harden. And that doesn't work like that because he already came out this week and said, I think I can make Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid work. That's what he said out of his own mouth. So he's publicly stated that he's willing to make this work with those two stars. That's why I've already came out and said, I don't think they're trading either one. They were really close to getting to the finals. They have two really great players. They just need to build around it. When things don't work out your way in the NBA, you don't just get to trade in pieces and panicking.
What I don't understand is why ain't Boston trying to talk about James Harden trade to there because they got more assets, don't they?
Yeah, but still, to even get James Harden, you know how hard it is to trade for that contract.
Them little kids, them boys want their own squad. They ain't giving their squad up to nobody. They had to trade. They're gonna have to get them off the squad.
It's not a good fit. Like you would have to mortgage. Like remember the Carmelo Anthony trade when Denver just tried to trade for Carmelo Anthony? Look at everything they gave up. And that was when Carmelo was considered like a borderline superstar. I don't think he was fully a superstar yet. And they mortgaged everything. They damn near gave up their whole starting lineup just to get Carmelo. So imagine what it would take to get a James Harden. I mean, you would have to give up everything. And it's going to hurt somebody.
And then he going to ask for a trade. Because he's not gonna want to stay there, wherever it go.
I mean, who you think they should give up first, Westbrook or Harden?
Neither. You got two MVP. Hold on, you got two MVPs. Why would you trade two MVPs? I'm going to make it work. I'm gonna sit them down in a room. I'm gonna with the GM and the coach and be like, what do we need to do to get a winning situation? I'm gonna talk to them. I'm not gonna trade them. There's two MVPs. What name another team with two MVPs?
Come on.
That's the problem right there. That's called panicking.
Gotta make it work.
Look here. Look at y'all. Only one team wins the championship every year. Everybody else fails. So if everybody panics,
the champion the last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were that close. They were running into the Golden State Warriors.
If I'm Houston, I'll try to add some big men to that lineup and see what happens.
Well, the beauty of this free agency is there's a lot of them out there.
I'm saying that Houston got the money to pay a big time big guy to come in. So,
I mean, obviously they're over the cap right now, but there are things that they can do. I mean, they obviously had a trade exception for trading Clint Capella. So they got a few things where they can kind of finesse and make it work. Salute, Elder. Salute, Mr. Moss. Appreciate you jumping in.
Capella was a mistake.
So that Devin Booker wanted to lead the Suns was that true or just false?
It's a lie. It's false. It's false. He obviously everybody's gonna think you want to leave the team when you have the loudest argument you've ever had in public with the GM. When you argue like that with the GM in public, like he did, and every reporter standing around.
Ain't James Jones?
No, the old one. This James Jones just got hired. Ryan McDonough. When you have a verbal argument with him in front of everybody, media, team, coaches, somebody's gonna leak something. And yeah, like I told y'all before, you tell somebody one thing and then the next person says it differently. And the next thing you know, by the time it gets to the 10th person, Devin Booker wants to get traded. That's what happens. So no, he doesn't want to get traded. The problem, they fired the problem. I don't trade Devin Booker. If Devin Booker has a problem, I'm going to ask him what's the problem, and I'm going to get rid of the problem. And they got rid of the problem and brought in somebody who can get the job done.
Like a few guys on the Suns right now on the trading block, though.
Yeah, Kelly Oubre is the first one on the trade block.
He's not happy. He's not happy in Phoenix. He wanted to go.
That's
what's
not
good,
true.
Man?
What's good, CEO? That's just not true, though.
I had to jump in, man. Show you some love, man.
What's good, CEO?
Yeah, I just got. I had to jump. I thought you were going live on something else. I didn't know you were going live on this, but
no, just talking about everything. The James Harden trade. Like the thing is, like I was saying, CEO. I think the media right now,
niggas ain't trading Harden.
No,
Lamont.
No, he's not getting traded. Harden. No, that makes no sense. No, well, none of these big names are really going to get traded.
If they trade Harden, they got to blow the whole Houston. They got to blow the whole thing up. the whole thing up. Like what the Rockets need to do is take self accountability. Like y'all said, these niggas got 2 MVPs, man. They got to change their philosophy and how they play basketball. They see that they getting up in their early 30s. Their way has not worked. They have to commit to another way of playing basketball. See, now we getting into the minutia of basketball. Them niggas not gonna win. Them niggas is not gonna win the way they play. Now, even if they change the way they win, like Lamont said, that's a great point. Only one team win a championship every year. So does that mean that everybody had a bad season? No. It only can be one champion. But if you want to be able to contend and possibly get there and win, the way that they play and their attitude towards the game, like James Harden, think in his mind he's already arrived. Like y'all look at James Harden, how he walk around and this nigga act like he won by 4-5 rings.
Right.
That's how he carries.
Fellas, another question. Fellas, one question I want to ask, and then I'm gonna let everybody cook. Can Philly afford James Harden? Can they afford that contract? Can they afford that contract?
They're gonna lose. Here, that's a bad. But that's a problem.
They gotta move a lot.
But here's a problem.
Because
you gotta get rid of all the role players.
True.
You already paid Tobias Harris and Al Horford.
Hey, what's good, man?
What's up, Sil?
What up?
Building right now, as Mr. Mass right now.
Been cooking niggas lately, man.
Hey, fellas, man. To be honest, man, I think what y'all saying is true. Maybe they shouldn't trade Harden. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. But to be honest, I'm a diehard Rockets fan, guys. I'm tired of this style of play. Like C Hill said, their whole mindset when it comes to basketball has to change.
Yeah,
they need to get back to their old.
That's the biggest problem.
Hold on. The Rockets just fixed that. They brought in one of the greatest offensive minds in the game, Steve Silas.
Lamont.
They fixed it.
I'm not talking about Steve Silas. I'm talking about getting back to
Lamont. He got to implement it though.
Okay, but see, Hill.
But hold on, Lamont.
That's what your coach does.
Lamont, how's that different from Mike D'Antoni though?
No, what I'm saying is his style of play. What I'm saying is he's great everywhere he's been. He's great at identifying what offensive system works best for the personnel that he has.
But we talking about rookie head coach. He a rookie head coach.
It don't matter.
Man.
Hold on,
but look, it does matter. Lamont. Hold on.
No, we don't know. We don't know. You may be right, but we don't know.
Why they got rid of They got the GM and the coach out of there. That's going to change the entire culture of the Houston Rockets basketball. So we don't know what to expect. I don't expect the team to see the same style of play.
If they don't get a big man and a center, that culture is not going to change.
That's what
they need a big man.
That's what free agency is for. Allow them to make the move first. They're not going to just sit.
A lot of big men. It's a lot of big men. There's a lot of centers available. A lot of trades they can do right now.
Okay.
Get a big.
So I got a question for Lamont, and then I got to go, and then I'll let C Hill answer this question too. Is James Harden willing to accept a different role or change his game? And does his skill set allow him to do so? He's a step back 3-point shooter, get to the basket. So when you say change the whole philosophy, does James Harden's game translate into mid-range? Get working around that pinch post, because if your best player's skill set doesn't let you do what you want to do, how will you change the life in Houston? That's the question.
I'll answer it like this. You got to understand, James Harden haven't always been this player he's been today. You got to remember, the nigga came off the bench. He know how to play in the system. He chooses not to play in the system. Don't downgrade him. Like, James Harden can play. He chooses to play this way, and he thought he could win that way.
See, Hill, you're asking a man. You said James Harden felt like he's arrived, like he's won 4 or 5 rings.
You don't agree with that?
No. Listen, I've been in the arena, and trust me, he walks around just like that. But you're asking a man who's had a team on his shoulders, who has done some pretty damn good things in this league. Basically with like limited help in a few years. You're asking that guy to take a step back and do less and change his game? That's not going to happen.
The thing is, it's not really about doing less, because you can put, and I'm not saying he's on this person's level, but even when Tex Winter and Phil Jackson took the ball out of Mike's hand, Mike still got his number. He still averaged 30. He just had to play a little different.
But Mike got his But see, Hill. But
Now,
Mike got his points.
I know that James Harden isn't as polished as an offensive player as Mike.
Yes, that's what I'm getting to. His skill set ain't like Jordan, so he can't work every inch on that court the way Jordan could.
But here's the problem. I just use that as an example.
No, I get it. I get it.
Now, what I'm saying is they're not going to run the triangle, so I'm not asking him to have Jordan's skill set. See, they may run something where he's just off the ball.
No, that's not. No, he's not doing that. He's not doing. Listen, he's not doing that. He's not doing that.
Well, then he'll never be as good as he could be.
Agree.
Well, fellas, I think the question we need to ask ourselves is if that trade were to go down, like and James Harden.
Hold on, what trade? So I don't lose you. What trade you talking about, Kenfo?
The James Harden coming to Philly.
Excuse me.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. But I'm saying if some magical reason it did happen, I think the question we need to ask ourselves is, okay, who is the best player on that team? And is the person, and if it's James Harden, then
that's a fair question. No, that's a fair question, though.
Word.
That's a fair question.
But the best player But the best player doesn't equal the most impactful player. If he goes to Philadelphia 76ers, Embiid the ball must go through him if they want to win. It can't go through.
Does it have to go through Embiid?
Yes.
Can Embiid
No, Embiid gonna get there down on the post. He can't be on the free-point line no more.
Okay. Hold on. I want y'all to. I don't understand this because
can I say something real quick, fellas?
Yeah, go ahead.
I knew Lamont was gonna say that when old boy said something about the post. That nigga Lamont hates.
No, I wasn't about to talk about that. Go ahead.
And that nigga Lamont always trying to.
No, go ahead, Shaq.
All right. When I was on the panel the other day, I was not myself. I was not sober, and I forgot to mention doing the Bulls, doing that.
Hey, though, let's just have me drinking last night too.
Who had the greatest era between them?
I'm not sober either, Shaq. You ain't got it.
Hold on. I can't hear Shaq the Kid. Go ahead, Shaq.
The 90s, it was competition, yes. The 90s, that had competition, and you had to deal with Michael Jordan, the Bulls. You had to deal with the Lakers, probably like that 1 year. Then you got to deal with that Portland Trailblazers with Clyde Drexler and them. And then you had Charles Barkley, who was the MVP. And then top of that, in that 90s, you had to deal with the Supersonics with Gary Payton. I know it's the glove, defensive player of the year. And then you got to deal with the Scottie
Man,
Pippen.
we know Mike had a hat.
Yes, sir.
And Karl Malone. And top of that, in 2000s, I'm almost done.
I still think they robbed Mike that MVP race in 93.
Be a competition.
They did.
Shaq.
Yeah, we know that. We know it. You're right.
Spurs, Tim Duncan and them.
Oh, let Shaq finish. Let Shaq finish, guys.
It was like back
let Shaq
forth
finish, guys.
In that generation between the Spurs and the Lakers, and it goes with when it comes to James Harden, man, he got to find a way to get his teammates involved more. And that small ball is not going to win championships. They got to step back and play using the center now. Because when they had Clint Capella, man, they was beating the Warriors. They would have beaten them. Because that pick and roll and the alley-oop, it was working. And then they did that small ball, and it just came back and humped them along
niggas act like the Warriors was unbeatable. That niggas took them game 7.
I feel, hey guys, when people say that the Houston Rockets took the Warriors to game 7, I mean, look, I know it seems like it's believable that Houston could have beat them, but let me ask y'all this: like when Boston back in 2008 first formed their super team, the Atlanta Hawks took them to game 7.
I already knew where you were going.
And Atlanta Hawks team with Josh Childress and Josh Smith took them to game 7. So it's just like I don't really know if I can like.
Well,
my opinion,
that's totally different though.
The difference was the difference was that Atlantic series was the first round. The Houston series was a conference finals. No. You would think that the Rockets were more the Warriors were a little bit more seasoned, a little bit more cohesiveness as a team compared to a team in the first round playing Atlanta Hawks.
No,
to me that's the difference.
When you play teams in your same conference, remember you play these teams more. It starts to get every time, regardless of how good a team is or how bad a team is. The more you play them, the harder each game gets. You can match up the Lakers versus the worst team in the NBA in a 20-game series. But every game that they play, that team is going to play them closer and closer, maybe even beat them a couple times because it just gets harder. So when you play these teams so much, they played the Rockets, 4 times already? So they already had a feel for each other. Then you have to play them a 7-game series. It's hard. So when you see a new team, when you see a new team in the finals, they don't have as much time to plan for you. That's why we see more. That's why we see more blowouts when we get to the finals, at least in that first or second game sometimes, because teams are just trying to feel each other out. Once they feel each other
I know
out,
what you're saying is true because y'all remember when not Kevin Durant, but Draymond was talking about how the Timberwolves played them neck and neck. That last year they all was together, like they went down to the wire. Either it was the Timberwolves or the Lakers. It was one of them young teams. And what Lamont saying is true because they took them.
He said Sacramento. He said Sacramento. I think he said Sacramento.
You know what? It was Sacramento because he was talking about how fast they were. Yeah, it was Sacramento. But true, you know what I'm talking about. Like when you play a team all the time like that, what Lamont saying is true. You start to pick up on their tendencies and habits. And them niggas was playing Golden State neck. Like it was coming down to the last bucket. Like they was playing them niggas neck to neck. So
I got one question for you,
CEO.
Just before I go, just questions for you, dog. You talked about James Harden playing off the basketball, and also you too, Lamont. Did y'all see James Harden's body language, his demeanor when Chris Paul was initiating the offense versus the Warriors? If James Harden wasn't the one doing everything, he was getting back to half court late. He was moping around. Can Silas, as a coach, a new coach, can he control that? Can he check that or no?
Yeah,
so here's the problem.
CP3 hands away in the huddle too.
Lamont, here's the problem.
Yes,
we gotta stop saying, can the coach do this? At some point in time, this guy has to change his attitude.
Yes,
the coach can say whatever they want to say. He have to see, okay, I'm not succeeding where I want to succeed. I've been an MVP.
Here's the problem. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all one thing. Hold on. No, I'm gonna give you one thing, and this is a testament to what great coaches do. And this is where coaching comes in. Coaching in the NBA is not like high school or college where you see them with a drawing board in their hand, drawing up X's and O's. It's about managing personalities, and it's also about assigning roles. So if going into training camp, you make it clear that this is your role, and like let's say going into the second quarter, we're going to allow this player to take over a point. You're going to have to play off ball. So if it doesn't come as a surprise, he knows going into the season, when the second quarter starts, when the third quarter starts, this is my role. Then he won't have a reason to mope around. And what he can do is he can start to work on how to play in my new role if the coach gives him a new role.
Lamar, Mike D'Antoni's accept that, then that's a mute.
But hold on, but Mike D'Antoni's worst problem is that he never did a good job of assigning roles.
First.
Right, but it's easy. It's easy to manage personalities. It's very easy to manage personality when you give everybody a role. Like James Harden, here's your role. Like that's why I say the first 15 minutes of an NBA game is always scripted. The coaches knows exactly when he's going to sub people out, bring people in. Unless you get in foul trouble, that's the only thing that throws a monkey wrench into that. And then after that, then we have to, if this player's on a minutes restriction, now we have to manage that. Or if this guy, like when we were talking about JaVale McGee has asthma. Well, we have to manage his minutes. We might need him later in the fourth. He can't play over 20 minutes, so I can't play him too much in the first half. It's a lot of other things that coaches have to deal with. The assistants usually run the offense. So I'm curious to see what assistants he brings in. Like, as I saw that he was looking to bring in Jeff Hornacek and Nate McMillan as assistants, which means we know that they're looking to contend if he's willing to bring in a powerhouse group of assistants like that. Yeah. So that's what you got to look at. They've already changed the culture. They've gotten rid of the GM and the coach. They're not going to play the same.
My question is this.
Hey, you talking about Jeff Hornacek from the Jazz, right?
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that.
Just think about
how Clyde really had to bring in some assistant coach that got any type of championship into that type of championship environment. You can't just have this average assistant coach who gotten that higher experience of like going to that championship level.
I have a question though. Like here's the big issue with the Rockets with James Harden. First, I don't think that Sixers trade doesn't make any sense because if Sixers wanted to do that, they'll have to give up a lot for James Harden, and that way it didn't make any sense on both sides. And plus, at this point in this stage of James Harden and Westbrook's career, they in they last like prime years in their career. They not they who they are, man. At this point, they who they are. They're
True,
not
true.
when it comes to being star players. If they really, I mean, I can see them both winning when they being role players down the line. But when it comes to like being the guys, it's that ship sailed, man. At this point, so at this point, I don't know, man. They gotta look in the mirror or something, man. Because
They got
clearly
to.
things. I mean, I mean, at the same time, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it because I
I
feel
do too,
James
true.
Harden
I do true. I
is
don't think
one of
they're
the
gonna
most.
do it neither.
James Harden cares about more about MVPs than he do about winning, and it's like, I mean, it's like I don't like I say, it's a shame because he's a great player. But my thing is like, I don't know. Because I look at Westbrook and James Harden, they're not number one guys to me when it comes to you if you want to win a championship.
Really
So
true game to my where I
Hey,
see.
that's fair. True. That's fair.
Really, to me, if they really want to win a championship, they could say together OKC that time before James Harden left to take more money for Houston.
I mean, yeah, he already was in the perfect situation where he had it where he had deferred. So it's like, I mean, now it's like, I don't know, man. They got a lot of things to fix on that team. I know that they got a lot to fix. They're old. They're kind of old. Their youngest player is 27. I mean, they need big. I mean, they need to do something, man. I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, what's the role James Harden? What's the role James Harden needs to play to win? That's the big question. What did he need to?
No, I think this is the problem, y'all.
He the best 1v1 player in the league, damn near. You got him and you got the cupcake. What you could plug him into damn near anything, you know what I'm saying? You can plug up.
That's easier said than done, but why? That's easier said than done, but he comes up short every year.
It's about this is one thing I'm not going to do. I don't know why people think they can do this or say this. I'm not taking the ball out of my best player's hands.
Come on, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to find ways to get him the ball more. And again, I might put him in different circumstances where he might have more options. Or he might be.
That's what I'm saying, Lamar. I'm not saying
that's what I say. NBA teams do not run a motion offense. They play off philosophy. Your team has a philosophy. So they run pistol to get down the court. They run 4 out of philosophies, or they run 5 out in philosophies. So that means when this scenario happens, this is how I'm supposed to react. I need to make these particular reads. It's all read and react. So this is what I mean. Like, all we have to do is just change his read and react. Like, I want you to make these reads. I want you to start being able to make these reads as opposed to these reads. Instead of relying on your dribble, step back, I want you to make this read.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, of course,
that's easy to do. That's easy to change.
I mean, but if it's so easy, then why is it like it's just fun. Listen, watching. You ever watch Rockets games? That's frustrating to watch. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I like offense and high fast pace. But I'm okay. I'm just talking about. Listen, but you know for a fact it's not gonna work.
Okay, but no.
I understand. Hold on, understand.
You don't know that.
Well, I understand. You have to give him the ball. Of course, listen. I'm not saying no. Give him the ball on the Rockets because of course, he's the best pro on the team. But my question
Lamar,
is this though.
Back in there, man. I'm finna get off right quick.
All right, CJ.
But
RC Hill.
All right, bro.
Like, I understand. Of course, I'm going to give the James Harden ball too. If he's the best pro on the team, of course, you got to give you the ball to the best players. But my question is he that guy to help you take you over the next hump as that number one guy? And that's just the question. That's all I'm saying.
Why wouldn't he be?
We haven't seen it.
The KD Warriors.
We haven't seen. Well, he ain't just lost it. Here's the thing, though, y'all. Hold up. He didn't lose just to the Warriors. Y'all make it seem like he lost the Warriors every year. That's not true.
What are you talking about? The Spurs?
He hasn't lose to the Warriors. Y'all can't make it seem like he lost to the Warriors every year. We can't do that.
Here's the problem. Here's the thinking.
The last.
The thing is, like, in the NBA, you have to look at what's giving you success. Remember, at the end of the day, only one team wins the championship. Everybody else failed. That means everybody else has to try to fix problems. And the best team, even the team that wins it, you can't just stay the same. You have to find ways to get better. Like the Warriors got better by adding Durant. So when we look at the Rockets, they're not in any other. They're not in a situation that 29 other teams aren't in. Everybody has to get Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. Everybody that lost needs to find a way to get better.
Maybe over now.
All right.
Right, but here's the thing about Lamont, and that which is true. But like, okay, when you say when it comes to ups and downs, only one championship. Everybody got to get better. Everybody got to adjust, whatever, right? But we see this team. We see this team with the Western Conference a couple years ago. And they ain't been back since.
It's hard.
I know it's hard, but I'm just saying though, like
champion.
We're not okay. I understand that, but I'm telling you, listen, like they was at a peak, and they was at one point when they had Chris Paul,
when
that had the situation happen,
he got hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got hurt, and they panicked and traded him. They made the biggest mistake of trading him, but they traded him because the superstar player didn't really get along with him.
Right.
Nah, but that's what you know what I mean.
Most people don't get along with Chris Paul though.
Hey man, he got them young dudes. OKC got along with him, so that's that narrative. That's one. That's a false. That's one of these false narratives out here.
You got to realize the position they in. They young guys. You're not gonna bump heads with a veteran.
He had the
you're a young guy.
Man, that's easier said than done. We seen young players. We seen a lot of different situations where,
but the
players
baby
from don't care our age don't get along with
because when you
they already had experience with the baby. And then Kyrie ain't nobody to beat. Ain't no Chris Paul.
But I don't know, man. I mean, James Harden, he got figured. My whole thing is this, at the end of the day, he still, like I said, I have James Harden to me is still a top 10 player in the league, of course. Best shooting guard in the NBA. But he's got to know how to figure. I don't know. He got something.
Takes a team.
He got the talent. He got a team. Listen, I said the team got to get better too, Lamont. I've said the team they got to do a lot. Like I don't just talk about this James Harden like on the Rockets. They got to do. They got to do it. Like I said, they're kind of an old team. They kind of old. Well, like the youngest player is 27. They got to do. They got to have a new philosophy. Got to have a new culture. Everybody got to look in the mirror. You know what I mean? Not just him. Westbrook and Eric. Listen, what y'all want to do to win?
Yes,
y'all want to be complacent. Y'all want to be complacent.
I think we fall into that same thing where we do with Giannis. Like I said with Giannis, Giannis and the Bucks lose, and they say Giannis, you need to get better. No, the other guys. Hold on, other guys need to get better. Hold on, I'm gonna tell the other guys to get better because I already have an MVP in Russ and I have an MVP in Harden. I want you guys to be MVPs. I need these other guys. Like I'm going to tell my sixth man, I want you to elevate your game to be a 6 man of the year type player. Yeah, I need my other guys to elevate their roles and be better in their roles because I got 2 MVP guys. At the end of the day, if you look at his playoff numbers is still great.
I mean, here's the thing. That's why that trade for Sixers is stupid. Why the Rockets would trade a top 10 player? Why would they trade the best shooting guard in the NBA? In his prime. Like why? That's why I say that Sixers trade is. That's the Sixers trade is stupid.
It's just like when they blew up the
only person. Right, the only person they need to look on for real trading is Westbrook. And try to build pieces around that team to get better.
I'm not trading. I'm not trading
immediately.
I'm not trading.
You don't think they can win with? I'm saying
can't win with
to build that team got to get. Like I said, James Harden the best player on that team, and they need to focus and help that team get better. I don't think Westbrook is going to be. I don't know. I don't think he can be there.
Look. I'm gonna put it to you like this: at the end of the day, you trade him, and you're never going to get equal value for him. So if you trade him, you instantly get worse, and then you have to figure out. Then you have to make sure that the players you're getting can play up to the level of expectation.
That's
and
true.
We know, and they have to go execute and get used to.
Yeah, it gotta be. You right. It gotta be. Well, it gotta be. Well, if you want to trade them, make sure it's the right deal. If it makes sense, I put that out there.
Coming back up behind me.
How much better you gonna get with Westbrook?
Whatever he was hurt. He had.
But it's not just even that though. I mean, they gotta get role player. They gotta have
need a center.
Eric Gordon. I mean, I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of Eric Gordon. He's getting older. Try to. I don't know. It's like you got that team got to get better, man. You can't have just like.
Yeah, they do
Like
need
I
to get
said, you
younger.
gotta
You're
get
right.
better.
They got to get younger.
They gotta get better. Cause like I said, it's not just James Harden too. You got Chris out everybody on that team. You gotta get better. It ain't just James Harden.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
shoot,
we can talk about all those guys. Covington,
PJ Tucker played. PJ Tucker played bad.
What's going on?
It wasn't just James. People, cause that's the whole thing too. It wasn't just James Harden. That whole team played horrible.
Oh, hold on,
it wasn't just.
No, it's easy. They look bad because they was playing against the best defense in the NBA, the Lakers.
Yeah.
That best defense in the NBA is gonna make you look like trash.
Yeah.
That's what the best defense does.
But also though, I'm just saying though, like we talk. If you talk like I said, we don't. We like they ask James Harden to do everything, which you can't do. You gotta have somebody get help. He can't. You have had help.
But here's the funny thing: going into the bubble, the Rockets were playing crazy. They were the best defensive team going into the bubble. Everybody was high on them, and then what they run into? They ran into the best player in the league, the best power forward in the league, and they ran into the best defense in the league all in once. Yeah. And it's just like, dang, what are we supposed to do with this?
That defense, yeah.
And we didn't listen to Elder. Elder been saying it all year. Their defense is elite. Is going to carry them through. And it showed up, and I was like, dang, you got us all looking crazy because we all picked the Clippers. I even at one point in time, I had changed my pick, but at one point in time, I had picked, before the bubble even started, I picked the Rockets to beat the Lakers in the first and second round if they matched up. And that's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean by you can't overreact, because there was a point in time when the Rockets actually looked nice. Yeah. They actually looked nice, and we all fell for it. They just need to make some minor tweaks and get back to where they were. What made them great? That's all.
Right.
That was the finals, the Rockets versus the Lakers.
Yeah.
What year? What?
Because the Clippers.
Oh yeah, Clippers. You can say that.
Neither.
That's true.
I think the Rockets would struggle against Denver though. They would have struggled to get Denver.
They would have struggled. They would have struggled against.
They made. I think
But Hustle Westbrook ain't going out like no damn playing a playoff team.
Man, Westbrook, man, he got now. You talking about criticizing the play? Now he got. I don't know.
Hold on. The NBA, time to work says the NBA is scripted. So time to work. What I want you to do is I want you to hit the link, and I want you to explain. I need you to explain how the NBA is scripted.
Can I explain that?
Let me give him the specifics. Hold on, let me give him a specific instruction. I need you to explain how the NBA colludes with every single player in the league to script it, how they collude with all the refs so it doesn't get leaked out. Nobody leaks it out. I want you to tell me how it's scripted and why it's scripted. And I don't want you to say because LeBron James won, because I know that's what you're probably going to say.
Can I say this, though? Listen, man. But listen, like, have there been controversies of referees and gambling? All yes, it has, right? But let's be real. You guys still go on the court and still gotta do what you gotta do. That's like, come on, it ain't like it's not acting. Like nobody's simply like it's like if that's the case, these are the greatest actors of all time. If that's the case,
it's not.
These are high. These LeBron is all these is better than Denzel Washington. Then, if that's the case, if this is scripted, I'm just saying they do their own stunts. They do their own stunts.
See how Gordon Hayward pulled that stunt off at Game 1 a couple years ago. If it's an acting job,
I don't like my whole thing. Like, here's the thing. Do the NBA want certain teams to win? Of course they do. It's a business. They want the Clippers beat Denver, but guess what? They didn't do it. They got that don't make any sense. Like how y'all just y'all can't be saying stuff don't make any sense, man. Like
hold on, I want to give time to work. I want to give an opportunity to defend himself.
Man, he's not coming in. He's not coming in the chat.
Yeah, he's not gonna come in.
He's not gonna come in because he says that was foolishness, man. You just like what are you talking about? There's plenty of examples of league history of why stuff would be. Why did the Sonics lose to an AFC Denver Nuggets back in the 90s? Why? Seattle a better market than Denver?
Hold on, he might be in here. Hold on. No, that's not him.
Ain't Seattle a bigger market than Denver? If I ain't mistaken, why they lose to AFC? Well, that don't make any sense. Like, come on, why they would have Denver come back 3-1 to beat the Clippers? Why?
How do you script? So I want people to see what happens is anybody that says the NBA is scripted, what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start using it.
LeBron win.
No, I'm going to start using it to diminish all them game winners y'all talk about Mike being clutch. All scripted. It was all fake.
NBA can't be scripted because niggas lose 3-1 leads every day, B. Niggas lose 3-1 leads every day, B. I mean, y'all keep coming at my man T-Mac about his 3-1 loss. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep coming at that nigga. So we not going like.
I started that trend. I started that trend.
Yeah, I want them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I need everything about that 3-1 lead to be legit.
Right.
Go back to, he gave
they let Detroit won a whole championship, but these men say NBA is scripted. What are you talking about, dog? Y'all, have you ever been to Detroit?
Oh my God! Don't go!
They gotta.
It used to be a beautiful city. So all that stuff. They used to have a great economy. Like what 80 years ago, 60 years ago, they had a great economy.
Not anymore.
Hold on. Time to work responded. He said because it makes black men more passionate about sports.
What are you talking about? That fake ass election?
Oh, yo, get out of here, yo. You don't even make any sense. You don't know what.
Hold on. Let's see if this is him. Is this time to work?
No, it's not.
Oh, damn. What's good, man? Hey, what you got?
LeBron about to cook.
Hey, what you got?
You guys are about to jump on me, huh? No, I just wanted to chime in on that. The whole thing, the whole thing of NBA being scripted, man. That's just it just don't make no sense to me, man.
Yeah, it's fake news.
Denver and Seattle the same population. I didn't know that.
Oh, that don't mean they the same market. Hold on, I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying market wise, which was I don't really know. I assume Seattle.
They're about even, bro. Like
no, Seattle has a bigger market. That's
what
I'm
saying. I'm just assuming. That's all.
How though? They don't got an NBA team no more.
Yeah, but they want another team there really bad.
Yeah, but
that's a great sports market. That's one of the best.
Yo, they fans go crazy. They fans go crazy, man. If you go after like them Seahawks games, that environment is different, man.
Football. Ain't no fans crazy than Philly fans, man.
I ain't say listen, they up there, but up Seattle,
Philly top 2 fan base.
Dude, niggas get niggas go to jail.
Crazy. Y'all do crazy.
Niggas go to jail over their fucking team out there, man.
That is facts, lie. You ain't lie though. You ain't lied.
Yeah, I don't get the scripted talk. That's silly to me. So, like I said, if y'all hear anybody talking about it scripted, just start diminishing Jordan's, all them game winners and all the clutch performances, and I bet you they stop immediately. So that's all we got to do. Just start diminishing Mike.
Yeah, like Detroit beat the whole Lakers in the championship, but more to do say it's scripted. Like, come on, dog. Like,
it's impossible. I mean, it's
dog, the team, the league. Listen, right.
Now, I'm gonna tell you where that stems from. You know where that stems from? When niggas start betting on it. When niggas start betting on, you gonna think all types of conspiracy theories when people start betting on that shit.
Right, that's facts. But it's like it's just dumb because first of all, listen, the NBA do want certain teams to win. That is facts. Of course, it's a business. They want certain things to happen, but it got it's only some you only could do come on, it don't make any sense.
Hey,
the NBA true. It don't. Well, I was about to say, Lamont, it don't even be like no championship shit. It'd be that one regular season upset that won't happen in a fucking million years, and you be like, "Yo, this shit," and you be like, "This shit is rigged, dog."
Hold on, hold on. 617 bread. Yeah, I'm gonna diminish Mike because that'll make them shut up real fast when you start talking about Mike. So that's why I say Mike. I don't have to diminish. If I start talking shit about Mike, they get to changing that rig stuff up real quick. Yeah. Oh no, that's not rigged. Yeah, so that's why I say if you talk about Mike, they're gonna change their whole attitude about the NBA being rigged.
Right.
That's why.
My question.
They let Detroit was dominating the early 2000s. How they started, they were Like,
San Antonio. Nobody wanted San Antonio to win.
Exactly. Look how that was the reason the rating was low when they was playing. Why you think the NBA wanted them to win?
Ain't that the
Let's be
lowest rated
real.
finals of all time?
But it was scripted. Come on, man. Y'all really like, come on, man.
When the Nets played at the Lakers, that was one of the lowest rated finals of all time. So I don't get the scripted.
I don't understand that.
Why they
let
Miami
Heat. We just seen the Miami Heat beat the Bucks and the Celtics. What are you talking about, man?
We just seen Dallas win the championship, bro.
How is it scripted when Boston? It could have been a Boston and Lakers NBA Finals, but he said it's scripted. What are you talking about?
The ratings for that would have been crazy.
Jason Tatum versus LeBron. Come on, man.
If it was scripted, we would have seen LeBron versus Kobe in the final.
Hold on. I think
exactly.
I think 617 wants some Jordan smoke. I think he wants to hear my take on Jordan. Hit that link, 617, Brad. I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna test you. See where you at on Jordan. Since you a big fan.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that LeBron Kobe finals.
So hold on. What did tell him the worksheet? What he's saying? Michael Jordan is an idol, icon, character. I appreciate y'all being real enough to admit it.
What is he talking about? Where did he say that? Where did he say that at? Hold on.
I'm looking at the comments.
Appreciate y'all. What is he talking? Time to work. Just hit the link so you can break it down to us. We're gonna give you time to chop it up and talk. Man? Just hit the link so you can tell us what you're talking about, so we don't have to decipher it like you writing hieroglyphics or something. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Right, Elder. The devil was bearing the Clippers. Simple as that. Right. Ain't nothing about no being like that. Don't make any sense.
Lamar,
but see, when you start
prequel man up in here, bro.
Oh yeah, I like hearing different perspectives. That's all. If he got a whole different perspective, I want to hear it. I ain't tripping on.
It's scripted. Get out of here with that, man. New York's been trashed for I don't know how long, but it's scripted. Like why would NBA want New York to be that bad if it was scripted?
Hold on, Young City. Hold on, look. Young City said everybody and their mama know the Lakers King series was fishy. No, you want me to tell you what happened? Chris Webber don't play defense.
He choked. First of all, he choked in that series. Nobody want to talk about that. He choked.
But in game
they
6,
still could have won that series.
Got a lot more free throws than the Kings, though.
Man, listen. All that being said, the Kings still could have won that series at the end of the day. That's a fact. Go look in that series, and they still could have won that series.
No, you're right. On Game 7, they had it on their home floor. They should have
exactly.
Hold on. For that, who had home court advantage?
Sacramento.
The Kings. Yeah.
Thank you. So they blew it. They blew it.
You can say, listen. You can say anything you want about. Yeah, that's true. That's true about it. It wasn't. It was a real thing. The referee got choked for that and everything. It wasn't like. But guess what? Kings still could have won that series.
Hold on.
Ain't no excuse.
He did not admit that he rigged the game. Yeah, that's just like y'all need to go back to your homework. What he said was he admitted that he betted.
Yeah, he betted. Yeah, it was like
he did not admit that he went in and changed calls and did things to
right.
That's what everybody alleged, and that's what you can like what Sly said when betting's involved, and then you get caught betting and doing something against the rules. Then they're just gonna say, "Oh, he was fixing the games."
You're right. Law is dope. Law is dope. He keep it real, man. That's real. That's a real type. That's a Kings fan right there. He kept it real. They was number 1 seed. They had a home court. Everybody swooping down. They was gonna go back and go watch up.
Everybody wanted to see Sacramento win that year. Arco Arena was crazy.
That Kings team was definitely capable of winning that series, though. But like you said, Lamont, at the end of the day, their star players didn't show up, particularly Chris Webber. He had a chance, but
he a known choker though. But that's a whole other discussion, man. I ain't gonna want to do that.
With Tim Donaghy, that referee, he did say himself, kind of like what we know with Scott Foster with the Rockets and CP3. He said he knew what teams to bet on based on relationships with refs and players. If a player complained, he knew, all right, it's going to be highly favorable. So he knew which teams to lean towards, just based off the stuff we know today that wasn't mainstream knowledge back then, per se.
I tell you this, though. I know a lot of people lost money probably thinking that's the thing, too, though. So, I mean.
Man, we can – look, the thing is, if you do enough homework – You can easily find out what refs give better calls to certain teams. It just happens. Like there's certain refs that always give a certain player a tech if they say one thing. There's certain refs that don't let Draymond Green say a word. So this if you study the game and you a betting person, you really betting, then you can really this is why you real bettors, real people who bet also look at who's reffing the game too. They always they look at that's not no brand new news to say he went off. That's what real bettors do.
They know everybody on the court. They know who the dude. They know who the boys. Right. They know who everybody on that court, even the dude that be wiping the sweat down.
True.
They know.
Somebody made a whole graph before.
They know the cameraman
in the NBA and the percentages of each calls and each text.
Yeah, that's nuts right
They have
there.
it all broken down like a player analytics. Like you can figure this stuff out.
Yeah, like come on, man. All that.
So I guess nobody figured out that the Clippers would get smacked up and
now it's rigged. That's weird too. Now it's like, oh, the Clippers lose. Now it's rigged. Like, yo, y'all gotta cut that out, man. They was a bunch of losers.
It's not a Mickey Mouse ring. That's
come on, man. They lost, man. I don't know why we talking about them teams.
Paul George hit the backboard when he made that shot.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Somebody was controlling them.
Nah, it's magic, so it just repelled.
That's what he probably say next. Somebody was controlling them. Mind control, like, come on, man.
Basketball had a magnet in it, huh?
CJ Rashid got take a look at the ref. That was hilarious.
Nah, Tim Duncan getting the tech on the bench was hilarious.
But the refs got in trouble for that. The refs actually got in trouble for that.
Jordan Crawford, superstar. That man want to be a superstar so bad, man. I ain't never seen a ref want. That boy want to be a superstar, man. He want to be a 2K character. How much he was showing his ass, man.
He wanted to have stats and everything in the game.
Word. Word, man. That's a bad thing though, man. You don't want to be known as a ref. Like you don't want to be known as a ref. Like you want to be like,
you doing some shit.
But to be a ref, man, they put you through a whole bunch of stuff.
Went in an uproar when Scott Foster was reffing, I think, Game 7 for the Thunder and Rockets is crazy. Like, that shouldn't be a thing.
Right, yeah. Jeremy Washington, oh, man.
Well, what y'all got on, I want everybody's take on this about, now the one thing, again, and this is more factual, Gordon Hayward wanted to opt out of his contract. He wants to move on. And I know True to King, I know you heard about that. He wants to move on from the Celtics.
I forget. I mean, touched on that.
Now
that's risky. I'm surprised. That's a lot of money on the table.
Well, he's not looking at the money. Obviously, I don't think.
Yeah, right. Of course, he don't care. But I'm just like, okay. I mean,
I just think he wants to be in a different situation.
He's opting out, so I think he knew he was. I think he knew he was going to get traded. So it's like it's one of those situations where it's like
you trying to beat him to the punch.
I guess he want to pick his. He wants to be sure where he wants to go at. So I mean,
problem with Hayward, man. That dude seems to be always injured, man. He has like a lingering injury issue.
Yeah, that's what his problem. I mean, that's the biggest issue if he can stay healthy. But
he gets injured at the worst times, so that's the main thing. Either when they're
but that's also good for the. I mean, now we got more cap now since he declined his player option. So I mean
let me see. Hold on, what we got on it. I don't know if he declined it yet though. I just heard he wants to. He wants to opt out of his contract and move on. But
I mean, it could be a sign and trade situation.
I don't know. Nobody's gonna sign and trade for him for $34 million. No way.
You out your mind?
No way.
No, I'm saying if he opts out, like you can't do that, right? You can't opt out and then you can sign and trade him, right?
So if he opts out, he's a free agent. Now, what he can do is if a team's willing to take him on 1 year, I don't think nobody's going to take Gordon Hayward on
like
1
New
year.
York and Chicago,
right? Yeah.
They'll probably take him for that 30
New York.
But I see a lot of things. So that's why I probably think. Well, that's crazy that happened because like a little before that they said that Celtics going to try to move up in the draft. So
and take who?
James Wise. We got 3 in the first round. They said we trying to move up.
Y'all trying to trade for the second pick?
Hey, high as you can go.
Question: do these GMs even really still trust Danny Ainge after he be fleecing dudes?
Man, listen, man. He listen. He make things work. That man got assets, right? He got players, assets. He got picks. I mean, he doing. Listen, they gotta trust him enough. I don't know. I mean,
that boy, he probably got a silver tongue. He can probably like.
I don't know. He be making things happen. Like he got Carson Edwards. I'm like, he got like, I don't know. He make things happen.
Yeah, but that is not equaling. You know, it's not
Celtics
like
get
I never
favored.
looked at the Celtics. I've never looked at the Celtics and said they're either the first or second favorite to win the title this year. Not recently.
No.
That's true. That's true. But at the same time, it's like I said this before. How many good GMs are there in the NBA? I me personally, I believe like majority of NBA like GMs are garbage.
That's fact.
So it's like he. I mean, like I say, it's hard to win. Like I said, it's hard to win. But like at the same time, you want to compare him to other GMs? Like, come on, like you know what I mean? So, hey man, I mean, if he still put he still put up the team, he like the fact that he built his team how he did it now is like, you know what I mean? Hey, but
does Indiana have enough cap to pick up Gordon, or are they over?
Yeah, they got enough.
Yeah, I think they got enough cap because
they're going to.
He need to be off the bench.
I don't think Malcolm
like
Brogdon won't be there. I don't think Malcolm Brogdon won't be there either.
But he's under contract. He's not going nowhere.
Ain't Oladipo leaving?
Hold on, whose mic is that?
Yeah.
Hey, Ball Facts Podcast, man. What you got on this? Hold on, you gotta fix your mic, Ball Facts. I can't hear you. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on mute while you get. Hold on, I'm gonna put him on mute until he fixes that mic. Damn. Hold on, I'm gonna kick him.
Celtics have too much redundant time. They have full Kawhi.
Ball Facts, fix your mic and then come back in the chat.
Well, we only got 2 now. Gordon Hayward, it's rumored he's opting out. So that's fixed the problem.
Hold on, we got Felipe. He says he's from Felipe Trinidad. I hope I said his name right. Hello, guys from Portugal. Man, that's crazy. He says, please tell me about that trade if it's good for both teams. What trade are you referring to, Felipe?
You probably talking about that James Harden.
No,
which it ain't happening.
It's bad on both sides.
Fake news.
It don't make sense. It's fake. It's fake news and don't make sense.
Which trade was that?
He talking about yeah. If you put James Harden on the Sixers, then you have to give away a lot. Gonna be top heavy with no, you know what I mean, role players.
And
or it's just
not gonna work.
It is like the Rockets. What the Rockets going to get is like, come on, that's going to be. I mean, come on. You let Westbrook take over, be the number 1 option. It's like, come on, like
with
Ben Simmons, and Ben Simmons, a guy who thinks he can shoot, and one guy who refuses to shoot.
Now, by the rumors, they were trying to keep Ben Simmons with James. But if they do that, it's like it's still not going to work. Like, because they gonna have to give away a lot of their role players. So it's like,
yeah, that's
the match of that contract. Because the only thing James Harden got 3 years left in that deal.
Yeah. Hey, King Greenleaf, man, hit the link. Hop in the chat. I ain't seen you in here before. Roderick Robertson, same with you. I see a lot of new faces, man. I want y'all to hit that link. Come in the chat, man.
Bottom guy says, so does need Capella. That'd be fine. I mean, listen, we got the. If rumors, if he opt out, we got the cap space.
Tanner Fisher, be honest to the Warriors, I like it, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Why everybody? Why listen? Giannis don't need. Listen, why the Bucks can't get Steph Curry? What the Bucks? But listen, make that team get better, man.
The Bucks have to
Y'all keep talking about the Giants need to go to the Warriors, man. What player need to go to the Bucks, man? Cause that's what they need.
Nobody going to know. Come on, man.
I'm just saying, man. Everybody want the Johnny go there. Why the Bucks can't get better, man?
You want people to go to you just talking about Capella, man. Why
he
they
could go.
can't get the war?
Eric
Why they
Bledsoe
can't
need to
get
get better.
Kumpo
If
if you want
anything, if that
Capella?
boy
You
can hit a
feel me?
shot, that opens up that whole
No, I'm
team.
just saying. I'm saying like, why everybody just want everybody to go to the Warriors? Like,
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Look at this
Because they
trade,
the only
Felipe.
ones that got the best shot. You
Felipe,
know
this
what
is
I'm
a terrible trade, Felipe. Oladipo and TJ Warren for Allen. Why would they do that?
Yes, it is too crazy.
hey yo, security gonna tap on Albert and there boy show like, hey yo, we got y'all come with us real quick.
Damn, nigga talking about
Hey
fleecing.
yo,
Nigga trying
the
to pull a
owner
Danny Ainge on a nigga.
Philadelphia owner go, but y'all got shut y'all shut your GM careers down. Y'all got shut it down. Y'all contract expired today. Y'all ain't getting no more money. I will make sure y'all don't get the rest of y'all money y'all got.
Yeah, that makes no sense for the Pacers.
Listen, the owner gonna fire them on the spot. Make sure they don't get the rest of their money. Listen, I'll make sure y'all. I don't care. Y'all ain't getting another dime from me.
Two horrible contracts.
Hold on.
Not
He
good.
said, hold on, look what he said. He said it was TJ McConnell, not TJ Warren. Then what?
I don't think
See,
McConnell's
McConnell
on
play
the
for the
team
Sixers
anymore.
no more. He played for shoot. What do TJ?
I'm trying to
He's on the Pacers. Yeah, he's on the Pacers.
Yeah,
Right?
he on Pacers. Yeah.
Yo,
That's even worse. That's even worse. You said
Oh,
that.
hold on. I didn't see
that
all of
ain't
this.
worse. That ain't
Hold
worse.
on.
You know?
Oladipo and TJ Warren for Horford. Why would the Sixers give up Horford and Tobias and Thibault?
That
Oh
was
my God!
Thibault is not a thought. You pushed it with the Thibault. You pushed it like you already pushed it. Like you already like pushed the door wide open. Let the hot air out. Let the cold air. Like you already did that. Now you just took it off the hinges with the Thibault. You took it off the hinges, man.
Yeah, Philly really like Thibault.
Thibault like that.
Thibault is going probably the best perimeter defender in the league one day. That's
He
my.
gonna
really
win
good.
defensive player of the
Really
year.
good.
I like him a lot as a man. I like Thibault a lot.
And his length gives guys a lot of issues.
Offense getting better. You can see, I like him a lot, man.
He
Yeah,
gave
if he
Kimber
become like
problems,
a
bro.
knockdown corner 3-point specialist, he'd be all right.
I like him a lot. He played that pass. He got great hands. Play that like he.
Good discipline.
Was and I don't think he gives everybody a tough time.
He gave
Like
Kimber
He doesn't
problems.
go for all
everybody.
like the counters and the fakes like that.
Yeah, everybody, like you really got like if you scoring on him, like it's tough. Like you
gotta
got
work for
it's
every
tough,
bucket.
man.
Kimber had a hard time against him, bro.
Jason Tatum had Jason Tatum had to hit like 5 different moves on him, like I
He's quick
see.
enough to keep up with the guards, but he has enough length to still go with the bigger
I
dudes.
think he got like a 6. He got almost like a 7-foot wingspan. Something crazy. He got
Crazy,
like
bro. He's only like what 6'6" or something like that.
6'5". He's 6'5".
That's crazy.
No, they ain't trade no 5. They trade 5 or 6. I'm done. I would be real with you though. Like I can't take them serious. They trade 5. I'm be real with you.
I don't see that happening. They already gave up Shaman too soon.
Like he probably gonna be like, cause he most likely gonna be like their future 2 guard. I can see him in that future 2 guard. You know what I mean for them. In the
thing
future.
with Philly
hold on. We got a new person in the chat, Roderick Roberts.
Oh, go crazy.
Hold on. Let's see what he got on this. What you got on what we talking about, Roderick? You put yourself on mute and then you put yourself out. All right.
Hey, but Lamont, the thing with Philly for me is just like how letting Brogdon go and signing Bledsoe kind of put them in a weird spot. Once they traded Saric and Covington, that was
I'm
the
out
nail.
to head on out, man. Y'all be easy.
All right, Shaq.
Salute
All
to
right,
y'all.
Shaq.
Salute to the chat. I'm out of here.
Be safe, man.
Salute, Brody.
Yeah, peace.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, once they gave up Covington and Saric, they're 2 good shooters and a good 3-and-D.
That was terrible. That was stupid.
Terrible. It made no sense.
JJ Redd, they lost. There's like my thing is like if you're gonna do that, get something that can replace that, man. I don't understand when you trade something, man. Make sure you get something in return that can equal value, man. I don't understand. When I be seeing stuff like that, it'd be stupid.
That's
It'd be
usually
dumb.
not the case though. Usually
literally
if
Ben
you
Simmons'
asking
best
for the
part of his
trade, you
offense
asking to
is hitting
give up
open
more,
threes.
basically.
But sometimes you see stuff is like I mean, it all depends what type of trade you. It all depends, man. Because some trades is good, some trades is bad. Like every trade, of course, is not going to be the same. But that was just stupid. And I know some people. I know Sixers fans would complain about while he's inconsistent and all that. And it's like, but at the same time, it's like y'all lost a lot of shooting though.
Hey, Lamont, that trade's funny.
Y'all didn't make up for it. People didn't. Sixers still haven't make up for the lack of shooting they have.
They thought bias was gonna be the difference.
JJ Redick,
They ain't got no playmaker.
JJ Redick, Sark, and Robert Covington, they best shooters.
And Covington was a
No,
great
but JJ
3-and-D
Redick
player.
just had to leave in free agency. They just refused to re-sign him.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like they just bad moves, letting things go. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. You got Ben Simmons, you got an inside. I mean, of course we know Jordan B can shoot threes, but he's more of an inside guy. You know what I mean?
Simmons hits the three almost better than LeBron. It's neck and neck with them. He really hits that three really good for the open pass with no shooters, which is crazy.
I mean, I don't know what he said starting lineup. I say what he say. What is the prediction of the starting five? I don't know. They starting five gonna be next year. I don't because Brett Brown wanted to put Ben Simmons at the 4. That was the greatest decision he did before he got fired. But too bad it didn't happen because Ben Simmons got hurt. But I think Ben Simmons should play the 4th though. Portland trade CJ plus Anthony.
Why would you give up Drew and Brandon Ingram in one trade?
First of all, why are you trading Ingram, man?
CJ? No.
CJ.
Why are you trading Ingram? That wouldn't be bad for Portland. Listen, if I'm Portland, I'm taking it though. I'm definitely taking it if I'm Portland. But the Pelicans though, that's stupid. It's stupid for the Pelicans.
That's not even realistic.
I take it. If I'm Portland, I'm like, shoot, hey. Are you
ain't Ingram a free agent?
He restricted.
Yeah, he's gonna resign. Yeah, they're gonna match whatever he's offered.
I think they're gonna get rid of Drew Holiday though. Drew Holiday definitely gonna. I think they're gonna move him. My man, I seen DJ. What about Gordon and for Miles Turner?
That works because you know he want to go back to Indiana.
And I like that because Miles.
That's
one day he got Miles
with his brothers.
Anyway, so he spaces them out anyway.
Miles, that fixed perfectly. I mean, you gotta give up more than just Miles Turner, of course, to match Gordon Hayward though contract. So,
but they already got.
Didn't they?
They already got
games like a
Jackson Hayes.
So Miles Turner. Who else is I'll put in that? Miles Turner.
Probably T.J. Warren.
Yeah, T.J. Miles Turner.
You're gonna have to put something in there. The Pacers not coming off their young guys, so you're not getting none of the holidays. You're not getting none of those young guys.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And they gonna give away one of them holidays. That's what.
Nah.
Boy, you chop one, you taking the other one, leave.
I like the T.J. Warren and Miles for Gordon though.
You put I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, Joe boy said Drew for Wiggy. Lord, y'all.
I won't be mad at that. But I want Jason.
Crazy.
What did he say?
He said Drew for Wiggy.
Straight
up. Cho boy. Come on, Cho boy. You out? He a war. Cho boy. You know that ain't making. Come on, Cho boy. Now, I won't be mad. I won't be mad at that, but it's like.
Why?
Right. Come on, man.
Yeah, how much? But how my thing is, how much better?
That's a fireable trade. You got to get fired for that.
No, I don't think that's not a fire. It's not a fire trade.
Shit.
It puts you on the hot seat.
No. Vessel Vision got something. No, Vessel Vision got something.
No, he don't.
Oh no.
Come on, man.
He got something.
That is a terrible trade. Dallas.
He got something.
Hold on. Why the hell would the New Orleans can get way more? They get way more.
I'm tripping off that. I'm nowhere. I apologize.
And I apologize. Has a player option if I'm not.
Hold up. I'm trying to think. Hold up. I'm trying to think the scenario.
Drew Holiday's better offensively, and he's better defensively.
He's a better
Tim Hardaway Jr. Oh my God, that's not a good trade at all.
Yeah,
and Tim Hardaway's streaky, so it's not guaranteed.
Man, he had a couple good games in the playoffs.
How much? What's his Drew Holiday contract like? Ain't got like a year left.
I don't know exactly. I just know
he might be his last season, or he has 2.
Hold on, I'm about to look that up, man.
I don't know why people just do this. Why would the Suns give up Devin Booker for Drew Holiday?
That's dumb. That's dumb.
Trying to get Booker out of there at any cost.
You want Drew and you want them two together, if anything. Oh.
Nah.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker. Hey, we
Hey, free
Celtics take
Devin
him.
Booker while we at it, bro. I know
We
he
take
ain't
we
asked, but
Celtics
keep that in the back.
Celtics to take him. He already drops. You know what I mean? 70, you know what I mean?
Would you give up Jaylen Brown and whoever else you might need to give up for him?
Yep, I'll give up with
Of
Jalen Brown
course.
for Devin
You
Booker.
would
I ain't gonna
really do
hold you.
Oh,
that?
Devin. Oh,
Hell
of
yeah.
course, man.
I do
Come on,
that
man.
because I like. Here's the thing, though. I know
Y'all
Jalen
become
Brown's a better.
horrible
Hold on, I
defensively.
know Jalen Brown's a better defender, but
So
Devin Booker's a better scorer.
And then
So
y'all
it's
don't got
like
no
way
bigs
better.
either.
he
So
a better playmaker. We going to get listen. Celtics going to get a big. It's bigs on the
but you
market.
saying for that trade, let's say they don't get a big, then how's that gonna work out?
Man, listen, this big. Listen,
It ain't.
okay. There's a lot of scenarios how we can still get a big, man.
Look, he don't like that bad
We're
hypothetical.
not, man. We get Aaron Baines back than Marcus. So that don't make any sense, man.
The
You said
GOAT.
Aaron
We get
Baines.
Aaron Baines
y'all
back.
got
Aaron Baines
He
not
not
bad.
bad.
He's
Bro.
really not.
I mean,
Aaron
why y'all
Baines
get
not
rid of him
bad
in
at
the
He's
first
all.
very
place though?
solid.
I wouldn't mind him coming back, start being a center.
Why'd
I
y'all get
wouldn't
rid of
mind
him
that.
in the
Get
first place?
Daniel Tyson back over there.
How y'all feel about
There,
Dragic to Clippers?
Who?
Going Dragic.
no,
Dragic.
no, nobody gonna work with the Clippers, man. I ain't gonna
Come on.
work with you, man.
You gotta let
Give
them
up hope.
But Devin, Devin Booker for
Give up.
Jalen Brown, I would be mad at that. I would
Yeah,
not
I
be
wouldn't
mad at
know
that.
taking that.
Man, that's
You crazy.
top.
You got
Jalen Brown ain't worth no
Nah,
$188
bro.
the
million, man.
Mamba. You got the baby Mambas. The baby
baby
Mambas, man.
Mambas. Oh my God.
The baby Mambas, man.
This dude wants.
Oh, hold on,
Hey,
hold
them
on.
two will run each other up out the
Yeah,
building.
no.
Hold on. We got this guy. He's
Him
been
and
in here
Tater.
before, man. He actually
Booker
has
and
some.
Tater on the same squad.
There he is.
That's
Hold on.
right.
Let's hear what he has to say about what we've been talking about. We got Lee back in here. What's good, man? How you been?
Hey, what's going on, brothers? Man, some of these trade scenarios are terrible. While we're at it, we should trade LeBron straight up for Tony Snell. It's terrible.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
Are
bro,
you
that's hilarious.
617? Are you 617? Say, are you nuts, Jalen for Devin? That makes some sense. I don't know what you talking about. That could happen.
Bruh,
That does not
no.
make sense, bro.
That what you mean? It don't make
Shit
No.
sense.
crazy.
Man, that don't make.
What
You think?
what is
Hold
Jalen
on, hold on.
Brown
So
ain't
y'all,
worth
what is Devin
hold on.
158
So y'all
million.
think?
that
Hold on.
Brown not paying
That's
already?
so them rumors is true, right? You think that cannot happen? A
It can
Jalen Brown
happen.
Devin Booker trade?
It can
It can
happen, but
I
it's
happen.
don't
not
think the
straight up.
contracts
Hell,
It's
match,
not
so I
gonna be
think
Yeah,
they
not
straight
have
straight
to
up.
up.
Oh,
match
it's
the
not
hell
gonna be
no.
contract.
straight picks on there.
No, hell no.
We
They gonna
got
take.
we
No,
we
they
got
gonna take
Carson
it.
Edwards. Oh, we got Carson Edwards. Listen, they need a they want Carson Edwards. That'll be for
It ain't
good.
worth it. It ain't worth it.
No, we got Ty
I
Jerome. Why we
want
need
Booker.
Carson Edwards?
Man,
I
listen,
want
you going
Booker.
You know what? You know what? How about
listen, man. We want them conversation, man. You gonna take
Yeah,
that deal, man.
no.
I want Booker.
man? How about
I don't want
how
no
about
Jalen Brown.
how
Give
Shit,
me
about
Tater.
y'all gonna go
I
home early
want
in the
Booker.
playoffs with that trade,
man
bro.
man? How about
What?
Devin
What? What?
Booker?
Who?
Yeah,
Devin
that's
Booker
what I
and
said.
what?
That's
Man,
what I
man,
What?
You
said.
put Booker
We
with
going to the
Tatum,
That's
tip.
that's
y'all
the only
definitely
Listen,
thing
I
that's
ain't gonna
going.
hold you,
That's the
do
only
that.
straight up thing you gonna get.
man.
Y'all
We
going
going
home
to
early if y'all
listen.
do that.
man,
That's a
we
lie. We go to the chip.
Y'all
We go to
definitely
the
not
chip. That
compete.
happens.
Y'all definitely not competing with my Nets if y'all do that.
Y'all gotta stop talking
Hey,
about the
your
Nets.
Nets done. You're done. You're
Hey, y'all
done.
gotta talk about the
You're
Stop
Nets.
that.
done.
Like,
Sorry.
Let,
They out of there.
let's keep it clear on the Nets.
keep it clear.
We don't know they have no chemistry yet
See, that's okay.
whatsoever.
Okay.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
No
And chemistry
playmaker.
means a lot. Chemistry
Playmaker.
means a lot.
Got no playmaker.
We don't even know who's gonna be on that team.
And you
Is
know
it
Hey,
you
short?
ain't got
I
no
mean, ain't
coach.
nothing started
Hold
That's
yet,
what
on,
bro.
you know.
hold on,
What
hold
you
on.
know is you got
But
no
here's the
coach.
problem. Right, but here's the problem, right? Here's the thing. It's a short free agency. The season's about to start back up soon. People are rusty. It's a lot of things that's not in the Nets' favor.
And
That
both
don't
your top
apply to
players
Besides,
y'all.
ain't playing
That
a
don't
year.
apply to y'all.
Both your top players ain't
That don't
playing what?
apply
How
to
long they ain't
Boston.
playing?
You don't know if Gordon Hayward gonna be on the team.
I know the main core who's gonna be though. So
That
that's
ain't
all that
him.
We
matters.
don't know if y'all gonna
That's
get a
all that
solid big
matters.
man.
All I know is this: the Nets is not gonna beat any of the top teams in the East. I know that for a fact.
We not gonna beat Toronto.
Y'all not gonna beat Toronto. I'm saying that now. Y'all ain't gonna beat Toronto.
You just hate. You hate
I'm not no
Boston.
hate.
Hey,
I'm being real though. Y'all got two dudes. You
we
got a
don't got
dude.
two dudes.
You
We
got a
don't
dude
got two
Kyrie.
dudes.
You got
We
Kyrie
don't
is
got two
injury prone.
dudes.
Kyrie is injured. So Kyrie not injury prone?
No, you said we got 2 dudes.
You got 2 dudes.
Okay.
You got 2 dudes. First of all, Kyrie said you don't even need a coach. Come on,
That's not
dog.
what
Like,
he
let's keep it
said,
real.
bro.
That's he did say that.
It was a clickbait. That's not what he said. I seen
That's
it.
what he
Not what he said.
Well, then what he say then?
He said he feel like it's gonna take a collective effort. He feel like, oh, Kevin Durant, you can be it's gonna take a collective effort. He was just speaking figuratively. He wasn't speaking as actually.
Man, why are you talking about coaching? You a player,
bro? They
that
asked
don't make
him a
no
question,
sense.
bro.
Because he playing with Brian. Think he could do what Brian doing.
Come on, man. That man, listen, man. That man
gonna take the coach, bro. It's gonna take.
Can he stay? Can that man stay healthy? That's all. Listen, I know Durant can ball. I know Durant can ball out. I know that for sure.
He only on one leg.
You didn't see what he did.
You gotta know that too.
Wait, what he do without LeBron though?
Bro, come on, bro.
What he do without LeBron?
First round. One of the worst.
Okay, but they went to my team. They went to my team.
Nigga had Deion Waiters,
they went to my team. They went to my team.
Got worse.
And get my team right and couldn't get out.
No.
He couldn't get to the.
It got worse.
The locker room, the same thing that was going on Kyrie happened this year. They try to put the blame on Kimber.
That's not true, dude. That's not true. That's not true. It's not true, dude. That's not true. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why you lying because Jason Tatum and Kyrie. Hold on, Renegade. I got this. I'm gonna tell you why you lying. Do you know Jason Tatum and Kyrie got the same agent? You know they got the same agent, right? So they talk all the time.
I know.
So who's not cool? So my thing is this: if Jason, that don't make any sense.
Tatum not the only dude on the team, bro.
He the best player. He the best player on that team.
He was the best player on the team.
Jason Tatum wanted him.
The best player on the team.
The biggest issue
I'm just saying. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Exactly. So how you gonna sit there and say, "Oh, it's a narrative"? See, here's the thing. If everything, it been true. Okay, if it was true that they didn't want Kyrie, then why Terry Rozier not there then?
Kyrie never wanted to be there.
Because he was basically. So you notice, right? You notice, right? All the problems, right, went away, right? You notice
the problems didn't go away.
All the problems went away.
Y'all didn't go to the finals.
That's a fact. All the problems,
bro. Drew, Gordon Hayward, and Tatum was hurt. Not Drew. Kemba.
Bro, it's always an excuse with Boston, man. Y'all.
And we never. Let's hold on. Boston never make excuses. We never make excuses.
Excuses.
Hey, I put it to you like this though. Boston in a way better position than a lot of teams in the NBA.
Especially the Nets. Especially the Nets. That's a fact. That's a fact. Listen, we don't. It's a big question mark. When you think of Net, okay, out of all the teams, I'm not capping. What's your team?
Beat Toronto. Come on, bro.
Y'all can't be out. So you trying to tell me right now y'all can beat Toronto?
We can beat Toronto right now.
Okay,
hey, I'll put it to you like this. I'm asking you a question.
Look, this
who's in a better
number
position?
one in the East without if Brown wasn't there. Number two.
And we ain't talking about LeBron.
I'm saying they've been number one. They beat a second. They were the second running for the past 10 years. You don't think that means something?
Bruh, they ain't make the finals in 10 years.
Do that mean something?
But you a Nets. But you hold up. You a Nets fan though saying that. So I don't know what you even saying. You a Nets fan saying that.
Hold on 1 second. Let's go one at a time so we can hear. But we got some new people in the chat I haven't seen before. We got Coach Valentine. We got T-Town Cruise, man. So y'all hit that link. Jump in on this chat, man. We want to hear what y'all got on it.
Kawhi to the Heat. I wouldn't be surprised the way he called her. You know, Kawhi. I think most likely he gonna finish his career in LA though. But Kawhi's a mystery guy, man. You don't know what Kawhi guys honestly like.
I don't need that headache on my squad.
Kawhi's not going anywhere, man.
He's not going anywhere. But like,
say Kawhi a headache.
Salute DKM. Man. The link is dropped, man.
You gotta rest him, and with his knees, you don't know how it's really gonna hold up in the playoffs.
Hey, yeah, hit that link, DKM. Hey, let us know what you got on some of these trades.
Right. Yeah.
Because we about to switch the topic.
I believe in his talent. I don't believe in his knees. I don't want that.
Come on.
Well, people believe in Kyrie though. I don't understand that. People believe in
Kyrie hate, man. Stop.
I'm just saying though. I believe in Kawhi. I believe in Kawhi needs. I'll say this. I believe in Kawhi needs more than Kyrie's hope. That's a fact.
Let me ask y'all a question. I'm gonna go through everybody. I want y'all to let me know about. Again, this is just another rumored trade. But the one thing we know is that Drew Holiday is in trade talks with contending teams, and the trade that's kind of floating around out there. I don't know how much truth it is to it. is a trade that involves Drew Holiday and Tyler Hero. What y'all think about that?
Man,
that's
tough.
Everybody go.
Bigger than that.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but at the same
They gonna
time,
get back to the finals though.
Man, stop.
I would not be mad at it, but
Man,
at the
he's
same time,
They is
Tyler
not going back to
Heroes
the
is
finals.
who beating them?
he got promise.
Boston gonna be better than Miami this upcoming season.
Not with Drew. Not with Drew.
They not getting
Man,
Drew.
that's
That's not true, bro. That's just a rumor.
No, we're talking
I'm
about
saying
the
if
trade.
they-
I want everybody's opinion on that particular trade. Like, does it make? Because for Miami, they're gonna have to give up something to get.
Yeah, that's
Start that off.
I ain't gonna hold you.
They need
I ain't
to
gonna
throw
hold
Duncan
you.
Robinson.
But I ain't gonna hold you though. Their defense would be crazy if you put Drew Holiday on there.
Shooter King, we got some people coming for you.
Let me start that off, Lamont.
Black folks representing the most historical racist sports town, and yeah, you live in the U.S. United States is not racist too. Okay, I don't know why y'all keep using that angle, man.
Yeah.
Racism only exists in Boston. You right. You exactly right.
Hey, Lamont,
You exactly right, man.
Why you don't got the same
Hold
energy
on.
for you?
Who said they wanted to start it off on that trade talk?
Jay, because I'm
Go ahead.
the Heat fan in here.
Go ahead, Jay.
It makes sense, but I wouldn't do it at the same time. I don't think that really puts us over the edge than to give up Hero, who is showing great promise. I wouldn't do it. It's a great trade. Don't mind. It makes our defense really elite on all levels, but it doesn't put us over the edge. So I wouldn't do it. Unless something else comes on the back end with that. But nah, I wouldn't do it.
I like that. And we're gonna go to DKM. He just hopped in the chat. What you got on some of this trade talk? I think a lot of it's fake news, but you might have something that we don't know. Like what have you been hearing out there?
I've just seen the same reports that everyone else has been seeing. I'm not too up to speed with the latest rumors and all, but I saw earlier when I hopped on Twitter that Drew Holiday is at the forefront of rumors and speculation, and that's just something that's quite interesting to me because Drew, he's obviously been at the Pelicans for quite a while now, but he's the type of player I think is the perfect third or second guy for like a championship contending team because the guy plays defense, and him and Jimmy Butler together defensively for that Heat team with Bam, that the concept and idea of that is scary because Drew as a backcourt defender, I think he's about as good as it gets defensively.
Yeah, I think you're right about defensively. That would be one of the most elite teams in the league if they can get Drew. But again, they give up a big time player in Tyler Hero.
And Tyler Hero was hitting a lot of clutch shots for them, which is you have to keep that in mind.
They're gonna need him and Duncan Robinson for that shit to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Duncan kind of
that ain't happening.
offense a lot with
No.
the handoffs. I don't know.
But you got to think, one of the Lakers was able to expose Tyler Hero in a lot of situations in the finals last year. They won't be able to do that to Drew Holiday. And so I think that's where he'll make up for it.
You got to remember, I mean, he's a rookie.
But if you put both of them on the court, he could take his defensive. You know what I'm saying?
You can't play both Drew Holiday and Tyler Hero.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Hold on, you can, but like I said,
you can.
Drew did play PG in Philly, but
hold on.
He's not a point guard.
Remember, y'all, as I said, we got to be realistic. There's no way they make a trade for Drew Holiday and don't ask for Tyler Hero. It's not realistic. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to give up a great talent to get a great talent. Tyler Hero's out of there if you get Drew Holiday. That's the most realistic possibility. Then Kelly Olynyk might be a part of that to make the money work.
Right. So you might as well just hang it up. Hang the phone.
Nah, but that would work though. It will work. I think it will work though, because Drew Holiday he's a decent 3-point shooter. He shot 35% from three. Average 2 3-pointers a game. He can create his own shot. I mean,
one at a time, y'all. That's what we can hear.
I mean, he can create, but Drew Holiday can create his own shot. He's like, he can play make. He's more versatile than Tyler Hero, and like the defense, they don't got to run zone defense all the time like they do. They know they can switch up man to man, like they can do man to man more. That's what kind of hurt them in the finals too, because when that zone wasn't working, they play zone not because
they had
it's just the zone. They play zone because to hide the team weaknesses.
Him and Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
So
one thing I will give it, Drew would feast because we spam like 30 handoffs per possession. He would feast in reading those options off the handoffs.
Yeah,
I
he
give
would.
him that.
Yes, but
Yeah. Hold on. We got somebody new in the chat. Champ 23 Baller. Appreciate you for checking in. What you got on some of this trade talk?
I'm just listening, my man. Joining for the first time.
Yes,
I want to
sir.
see what the
Appreciate
Lakers
it.
can get, man.
What you mean? As far as trade or
I
just
like your
free
show
agency?
though. I like your show though, man. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I think we could get
I think they
Oladipo
could
or
pick up a free
LeBron.
agent and make a trade.
Think so.
Yeah,
What
they
you got?
said we're looking for a third star.
Hold on, Champ Baller.
I
What
think
you
they
got?
can-
What do you think they can do realistically though, with their salary cap situation?
I think they could package Danny Green and Kuzma and make a trade. And I think they could sign someone like maybe Gallinari.
Gallinari's a free agent. I mean, I don't know if that makes you that much better though. I don't know if it does. Hold on, we got Dwayne Carter. He's coming straight at DKM right now.
he just said Tyler Hurd the next James Harden. Yo, shut your channel down, Dwayne Carter.
Hold on.
Wait, Connor, I want to hear what you have to say, bro.
Hold on one
What do
second.
you mean by misled? Misled on Lonzo. What did I mislead you about?
Hold on, let's try to get him in the chat, DKM. We got to see what he's talking about.
He just been draw. He just draw like the last two comments.
Hold on,
Like he
hold
just
on. Dwayne, what's his name?
Dwayne Carter.
Dwayne Carter. I'm gonna drop the link for you in the chat.
Weezy government name.
Hold on, let me get it. Let me get the link for him. Let me get the link. Because you can talk to him live and direct.
Well, that's not StreamYard, bro.
Man, that man Dwayne.
There you go,
he's
Dwayne Carter,
compared.
live and direct. You can have a conversation with DKM.
I don't
You can
think he'll hop
explain
in,
how you
though.
were misled.
Let's go. Tell me how I misled you.
I don't know. He hasn't hit
for
the link
that
yet. I'll let you know if he comes into the chat, man.
I don't think he gonna hit that. He ain't gonna hit that link. You would have been hit that. He be in the comments. He would have been hit that link. I don't think he never been up here, man.
Popped up.
Or Dwayne Carter, you out of pocket though, man. You just said me misled Lonzo, which I didn't think I gained a lot of new information on DKM and all. Like I gained information on Lonzo and all in the Ball family. So I can't say that.
Hey DKM, what do you think about? Because I think, man, I ain't gonna lie, I had high hopes for Lonzo going into the bubble with the way he was playing, man, and man, the way he played, he let me down so much. And then it wasn't even his play, is what he said after he played bad. When he said, we'll wait till next season. And I was like, what do you mean? He still had I was like, what do you mean? That's been another season.
I was bad when he said that.
What you got on that, DKM, man?
Listen, I was as disappointed as everyone else. I made a video, right, 2-3 weeks before the bubble, why Lonzo was going to dominate in the bubble and lead the Pelicans to the playoffs. So when I'm watching those games and I see him missing layups, he's missing free throws, he's averaging, 2 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, not far from it. You know what I mean? Those were damn near his stats. I went on my channel, back-to-back videos, just straight up grilling him. I was like, listen, as much as I want to support you and get behind you, I'm lying to you if I'm justifying this play. Because when I thought Lonzo coming into the league, I'm sure we all thought he was going to be a beast. A lot of us thought this guy was going to be, you know what I'm saying? People were talking about him being the next big thing, and he's simply just been far from that. So, like, I hold my hand up and I say, okay, I might have been part of the problem. I might have been someone who was too invested in Lonzo and made too many excuses for him for too long. But I'm giving him this one last year because he's putting it on himself now. Before it was LeVar cashing the checks for him. Mm-hmm. Now he's putting it up on himself. Post my stuff next year. I want to see Bleacher Report a year from that tweet that Lonzo tweeted at them saying post my stuff next year. And if they repost it and it's 9.7 points, 4 points,
that'd be bad, man.
Because that's Lonzo brought that up on himself.
Yeah, I mean, once he said that, like you said, I said I got to see some. But the thing is, here's the problem: we all see the potential. I think that's why so many people are still holding on to the fact that he could be great, because you see the flashes, you see the potential. But then it's like when everybody thinks he's about to make that big jump, he has the big letdown, like that month or 2 month stretch where he just lets you down and just like, man, this don't look good. But
he takes 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back.
Big,
it's like
always.
No consistency at all. He's like consistently really good, and then he's consistently awful. Like he'll put together a 5-game stretch of 20 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists. He'll be playing like an all-star, and then he will literally go ahead and have 5-6 games where he's playing like someone who shouldn't even be in the league. There's no in between.
Crazy. Hold on, let me get Dwayne Carter in here. Dwayne Carter, can you hit that link? The chat's open, man. We got a spot for you.
Man, he ain't coming in, man. He don't want that money.
Don't run from that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk your talk in the comments,
Yeah,
bro.
that man said Tyler Hero is the next James Harden, man. You out of pocket, Dwayne Carter.
What do you think Tyler Hero
he's going to be a great
Tyler
player.
Hero to the Pelicans would mean for Lonzo? What do you guys think about that?
I think it fit well. Be a shooter, a sharp shooter. I can help Lonzo a lot. You know, he passes to Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero is willing to run around that court to get an open shot and make it off the dribble, so he'll work perfect with him.
Yeah.
He's not just doing in UCLA with the shooters.
Yeah, I like
that. Pelicans would be too young. You'd have too many young guys.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's a good point. That's definitely too many young guys. I mean, they got JJ Redick, the leader of that team, though. Low key.
But you kind of need a little bit more
veteran leadership.
Offset, like any like young mistakes or anything like that.
See, the best teams have a good mixture of young talent and then also good veterans too. The New Orleans just doesn't. They don't have it. They got young bigs. They got young guards. I think the most veteran player they had was Drew Holiday, and he just kind of didn't fit in with that style of play because that coach was wanting them to go ISO. That coach his strategy was just terrible. He rarely did pick and roll. He did a lot of odd sets that just didn't make sense to me. So I don't know. Then the way they were doing with Zion, I want y'all to act like, especially in the bubble. Like, do y'all think the coach kind of took the fire out of that team the way he was playing?
I think that he lost the team mentally once. I think it was a game they could have won. He took Zion out. They packed it in. It's like, oh, you don't even really want us to win like that.
Yeah,
for real.
That's what I thought too.
Want to win.
Yeah, they really don't have really veterans like that. Like Drew Holiday is the second oldest. Of course, JJ Redick's the oldest, 35. Etwan Moore, 30.
Favors, right?
Derek Favors, 28. Nico Melli, he's 29. I mean,
Nico Melli's 29? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's 29.
Hold on. 617's Brett says Lonzo, so you all fell for the hype.
Hold on, what is he talking about? 617 Brad, you keep saying stuff, but you don't come in the chat.
Exactly, man. You talking about?
Hold on, but see, what here's so funny about the Lonzo situation. Nobody talks about the other players that were just absolute busts. They only harp on Lonzo because they know that's an easy way for them to throw shots.
Right, y'all barely talking about Markelle Fultz, man. Markelle Fultz is in the same boat.
Look, I can run down the list of picks. Like when you talk about Gilchrist, I mean, I can run down the list of first top lottery picks.
Ball's better than Fultz.
Y'all don't talk about Jabari. Y'all don't talk about Jabari Parker. Y'all don't talk about
injury derailed Jabari Parker.
Man, he's a bust.
He was killing
that man. That man said you don't pay me for defense. You got he can't.
Yeah.
You ain't that quality player to talk like that.
Because of them knees, man. You know if he played
injuries.
But he is renegade. He didn't.
His rookie year.
Man, he ain't say that though. I don't play defense because of my knees. He said I don't play defense. I don't get paid to play.
He's a bust.
Come on, man. He was probably a frustration reply. Like,
hold on. So is Grego on the bus?
Who?
Is Grego on the bus then?
He a bus.
So how you gonna say Grego on the bus but not Jabari Parker?
Bruh.
I mean, both of them. You know what I'm saying? Both of them can't live up to expectations because of injury. You know what I'm saying?
I take Lonzo.
Jabari Parker was averaging 20 before he tore his ACL.
Man, I take Lonzo over Jabari Parker any day of the week.
Well, yeah, of course.
I take Lonzo over Jabari.
Lonzo didn't tear his ACL though.
Both of them. And
he's a lot younger now. Lonzo's a lot younger now.
I'm just saying. But Lamont basically was saying like none of the other players we mentioned that got that same energy. The most person I
they
know
had
that
the
got
same
killed.
hype. That's why.
Hold up, but the
I
most
also don't
like
think
the only
anyone had the hype that Lonzo did. None of
right,
those
but the
guys.
only
If they didn't
person, the
have the
only
hype,
person that
doesn't mean
got
anything
killed,
to say.
the only person that got killed for being a bust more than Lonzo is Anthony Bennett, and Kwame Brown. That's the
Michael
only
Arlen
people
Candy.
that got more criticized than Lonzo.
We don't even talk about Derek Williams.
Exactly.
Michael Beasley.
But here's the thing though. Like
Derek
in
Williams.
that same draft,
Yeah.
you got a guy like Josh Jackson who went at number 4.
He's a
But
bust.
nobody talks
He's a
about him.
bust.
He was
I
in the
mean,
G
the G
League last
League.
year.
He's a bust. That's a bust.
But see, nobody talks like they don't harp on him as bad as they harp on Lonzo. And Lonzo's actually still a starter in the league.
Exactly.
Josh Jackson went to the G League as a number 4 pick.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, look
What
at
is he
Dennis Smith
doing
Jr.
now?
Dennis Smith Jr. fell off.
Same draft.
Exactly.
It's a lot of players who just didn't pan out. Who we thought like Malik Monk, the man got suspended this year for drugs.
That's another
Right.
the same draft. Same draft.
I mean,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the day, here's another funny thing. Here's another funny comparison. DK, I want your thoughts on this too. Is when we talk about De'Aaron Fox. If you look at De'Aaron Fox's playing style, his shooting percentages are similar to Lonzo's, especially and Lonzo's a better 3-point shooter. Like nobody harps on De'Aaron Fox's inability to make shots. They always look at the positives of his game. Everybody just harps on Lonzo's shots. They never talk about his defense or his playmaking.
They want Lonzo to score 20, not knowing he's a true point
No,
guard.
man, they hate. They just saying that just to hate. They just saying that he wants somebody to hate. Just
I feel like they hate Lonzo because of LeVar, because Lonzo don't even say nothing for you to hate him.
Man, either way is hate. Either way is hate though. And it's like at this point, it's like we get it, man. Like, but y'all got to keep this same energy with the players too, though. Then it ain't that deep, man. We got people saying that he ain't gonna be in the league and all that stuff. That just gets stupid, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Where's the Wiggins ain't did shit. So I mean, he been the same player since his rookie year.
Wiggins is a weird one though, because I feel like
this is not what people
he got hype.
Hold on, one at a time. Let's make sure we go one at a time. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
Wiggins had a whole bunch of hype. Like his hype, he didn't have. I mean, I wouldn't say it was Lonzo. I mean, he did have a lot of hype though. Like people was hyped about Wiggins going number 1, and he ain't really got better like that. I mean,
I feel like it's hard to call him a bust though. Like he is a bust in terms of the expectations. Like people thought he would be a lot better than he is, and he hasn't improved. But Andrew Wiggins, when you look at his stats, at least when you check the stats, he still had years where he's averaged like 23, 24.
Yeah, he not no bum. I never said he wasn't no bum. No, I'm just saying like I'm just saying like being a bust.
They were saying this dude was gonna be a superstar.
They say that about every top 3.
That's what people
they say that
he was the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick.
But we gotta put that in context. But you gotta put that in context. The only reason why he was the number 1 pick because Jerome B got hurt.
Okay,
that's a fact.
You can say that.
Oh, hold on, DKM. We got Dwayne Carter right here for you.
Oh man, he got
running down the ramp with the steel chair.
Hold on, everybody got to go silent because we got a head-to-head right here. Dwayne Carter got some questions to answer. Hold on. When you come in, Dwayne, make sure you give him a clear and concise statement as to why you think he misled you on Lonzo Ball.
Nah, I mean, I don't know where he said Lonzo was finna be, but I know what he ain't finna be, and that's a top point guard in the NBA.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
No, look at your statement. You said DKM misled me on Lonzo.
No, I'm just saying that because I know that he fucked with the Ball family and he upload on them. I'm subscribed to him already.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't believe in Lonzo, and he just got to prove it to me.
Hold on. Why don't you believe in Lonzo?
Because his jump shot is broken. He shoot 40% from the free throw line like he goddamn Shaquille O'Neal. Like the only thing he can do is defense and pass. And you feel me? He already flamed out in LA. He got benched in New Orleans earlier this season before the bubble for that little young shooter that they got. So I think his name like Kendrick Williams or something like that. Come on now. I'm done with Lonzo. LaMelo is the only one that can come save the brand. And if he's a bust, that's the end of Big Baller Brand. And I ain't saying that I want to see that. I'm just saying how I feel. I'm fresh to this YouTube shit, though. I'm trying to jump on.
Hold up, I gotta ask you a question. I gotta follow that up, right? So you said Lonzo's jump shot is broken. His jump shot's broken.
No, not like Ben Simmons broken, but I don't never see him being like a 40% 3-point shooter or 80% free throw shooter or nothing like that.
Would you
I mean, it's
consider
done.
LeBron
How long he been in the league now? It's over with. It ain't over with for his career, but as far as projecting him as a star, that shit is over with.
Okay, that's what I wanted to say to it. Would you consider LeBron to have a broken jump shot?
No, he don't have a broken jump shot, but his shit never been perfect either.
His thing's never been perfect, but if you look at this past year, LeBron shot 34% from the three-point line. Lonzo shot 38%.
On how many attempts?
How many attempts?
And for what stretch was that? That's not for a whole season. That couldn't have been the whole time before the playoffs.
Yes, it was.
You can't tell me.
It was the whole season, Dwayne Carter.
And I ain't gonna lie, I come on. I don't look at stats. So if you can look at the stats to prove me wrong, that's good.
Right.
But LeBron, well, I ain't gonna switch to LeBron. What you got to say?
No, my thing is, right, with Lonzo, okay, one thing people got to understand, when you say he's not going to be like, it's over with for him, right? I don't know how often you watch the Pelicans games or whatever, but there is some element that has to be considered. He was on the best stretch of his career before the pandemic. He was averaging close to 20 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, something crazy like that over a spell of like 5 to 10 games. The Pelicans were really picking up. Zion had first came in. Do you not give him any slack or any pass for the circumstances that were completely out of his control that maybe halted his progression in a sense, that he was maybe coming into his own? We see it so often, players 3 years into the league, the second half of after the All-Star break, they come into their own, and then the following year after that, they become All-Stars. I feel like had it not been for the pandemic, we could have seen Lonzo maintain that level of play up until the playoffs.
Yeah, and it would have been hard for him to keep up that maintain of play because the whole team was so ass defensively. Of course, he trying to cover for other people and all that. So that's more energy. So now he really can't do nothing on the offensive end. He just done as a projected top point guard. I mean, he can be probably top 20 or something. I'm not saying the man's going to be out of the league, but I feel like his ceiling is about 17, 18 points, about 5 assists, and good defense. I mean, he's not no $20 million a year player, 25 million. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's not him. Maybe LaMelo can come.
5 assists. I think he's always
LaMelo can come save y'all, man, and y'all can make all y'all videos and get all the views when LaMelo comes to the league. Hopefully, I'm rooting for him to average 25 as soon as he comes. Because that's what he's going to have to do to make up for Lonzo.
So you, hold on, so I want to get straight. Right now, are you saying you think LaMelo's better than Lonzo? Like, right now?
I ain't going to lie, I don't watch people before the pros like that. I've heard a lot about LaMelo. I watched a few, mixtapes before, but from what I've seen so far, he got potential to be better. I hope he is going to be better than what his brother has shown. So if I was to guess right now, I'd say, yeah, he will be better. He better be better.
Someone asked in the comment section, they were asked about Lonzo's percentages. Lonzo attempted 6 threes a game last season, shot 37%. 6 attempts per game, 37%. That's pretty good, almost 38%, and that's including when things went downwards towards the end. So I'm saying he could, if he can, that was his first year with a proper jump shot, a proper shooting form, and he shot moderately close to 40% on 6 attempts per game. There is potential there for him to continue to improve his three-point shooting. And the free throw thing you mentioned as well. Yes, he's shooting 40% from the free throw line, which is inexcusable. It's unacceptable. But he's also going to the line less than 1 time a game on average. For his career, he averages 0.6 free throw attempts per 1.2 free throw attempts per game. So he goes to the line about 1 time a game. It's not like he's going to the line like Shaq and he's missing 10, 15 free throws. He's taking 1 free throw every 2 free games.
I know he don't got the confidence to hit the rim and draw the contact. Your point guard gonna have to get to the line at some point. Your point guard need the shot creation and everything for you to succeed.
I think that's a minor fix. That's something that can be addressed, because if you can shoot 40% from the 3-point line on contested shots and sometimes open shots, surely you can shoot a higher percentage at the free throw line when you're completely unmarked and open.
Yep.
I think Lonzo would be better like on the stacked team. That's how I think he'll be better like on the stacked team. Like him being on the Pelicans where he could potentially be like the third. I don't even want him to be like the third option. He needs to be like, well, he need to start shooting a little bit better, unless he'll be a bench player. Like you can't be shooting that bad as a starter and expect to go deep into the playoffs, because teams will exploit that.
Here's the thing.
You in the Western Conference.
Now that his 3-point shooting is respectable, that's league average respectable, now he can begin to work on other aspects of his game, like taking it to the basket. And yes, 617 Brett, he does need to be more aggressive. If he was more aggressive and he addressed his free throw shooting, he probably would be more aggressive because he'd be less scared to go to the line. But the thing is, those are minor things that can be improved. His focus coming into the league, everyone was telling him, you got to fix that jump shot. You're going to be out of the league if you don't fix that jump shot, the shooting form. And he was able to do that. That's not an easy transition. We saw Markelle Fultz down there almost throw his NBA career trying to switch up his shot. Lonzo, 3 years into the league, now seems to have found a jump shot that works and he can knock down with some consistency. And I think now that that's over and done with, he can look to add simple elements to his game. Like, he's got the talent. He can do things that make you go, wow, with his passing. Now it's just address the little things, be a respectable free throw shooter, and be aggressive. And I think he can do that next season. I hope so. I'm counting on it.
I mean, injuries wasn't too much of a problem for him this year, though. But years before that, it has been. And when you go into the offseason injured like that, you can't work on shit. So you're going to come back the same. So I might get, since I talked to you, I might give him another year. I might cut him some slack for one more year.
Bro, that's what I'm asking. That's what I say. This year, and I want to be held accountable for this, because I will not, mark my words, I will not be back here in a year's time if he's averaging 9 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists on 40% free throw shooting. I will not be here making excuses for him next year. This year, contract year, is make or break for Lonzo Ball. I want to see him take his game to the next level, because if he's not going to do it this year, I don't see. He's a new team, all of that, new circumstances, new coach. I'm not going to make any more excuses for him beyond this year.
How old is he exactly?
I believe he's 22, 23, yeah, something like that.
But you know what? Like, that's just the generation we in. Like, I'm trying to fall back on that shit too. We give up on these players when they about 22, 23, see them for about 3-4 years. And to be honest, that shit ain't right. You do got to get a youngin some time. Now, when they about 28,
you got to think like back in the
when they about 28, 29, 30 doing the same shit, that's who they is. That's how I feel.
You just got to think back in the 90s, guys didn't come into the league until they was 22, 23, and 24.
Man, that wasn't even a norm. Like, you did like at least 2 years in college, at least 2.
3.
These young players be getting thrown in the league underdeveloped, and they be getting to the league just off the attributes because they big and can run fast and all that, and can do a couple things already. So they like, oh, just send them to the league and we'll just develop the rest over time. Right. And sometimes it don't work like that.
You draft on potential. You don't draft off production.
Like
I think like
Durant, people like KD, they came into the league with a bag already.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah, so everybody is different. I mean, it shows that everybody's
Everybody don't need to
different.
rush to the league.
Yeah, people do 4 years. Some people do NBA. Everybody's path is different. So
shit, some even be
You know
undrafted.
what?
You
You
ain't
know
gotta
what
do this.
though?
Do
You
at
know
least
what though,
two.
but
Some of
you know
they
what
ass
though?
need to do at least about two, man.
That's certain
But
players. There'd be
you know
players that
what?
No,
need to do
no,
two.
that's not
You know what?
for everybody though.
Like you can't lie.
There's
Like
some
Ben
players
You
that
know
go
Simmons.
what
straight
though?
to the
Ben
league and
Simmons was
kill.
the #1 pick. Man, that bitch, and you can see that he was just the #1 pick just because he was a big ass point guard running around and doing all that stuff. They like, oh, we'll just get him to the league and we'll teach him how to shoot and all that. Now
He's
he
still an
done got to the
all-star.
league.
He's still
You
an
know
Now he
what
done
all-star.
though?
got to the league. They
Ben
done went the
Simmons wouldn't have
baby
got
on
I
him in
better
can't.
if
Philly and
oh,
Ben
shit.
Slide, yo,
wasn't injured.
hold on. Slide trying to say something.
Nah, I was just going to comment on my man's comment that said about the when people come out, all these kids that's coming out too early nowadays, you know what I mean, and then after 3 or 4 years, you know what I mean, it's a bang or bust for them. I feel you on that, but at the same time, like the reason I don't have sympathy for them is just because you made that. It's your decision to come out of the league. You know
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? They
Yeah,
made
because they
that
scared they gonna get hurt and they stock
Nah,
gonna fall.
the
Boy,
it's a,
be skinny,
you gotta
It's
skinny.
still.
realize their situation. They a lot of them they come from the hood, so they trying to get that money.
They
Man, but some
agent
of them,
tell
but
them
some
they
of
a
them
high
don't though.
pick. They say, fuck that, I'm gonna take the money now.
Exactly. They
So,
not looking at they. That's
but I feel you, but you gotta accept that. You gotta accept what comes with it. You chose to play in
nah.
this big boy
That's
league
true.
now,
Yep.
so you gotta accept that. Okay, now I'm going to be looking at you even harder now because like you came out and people is projecting you to be a young prodigy because you came out so early. You know what I mean? So now you know what I mean. Don't be looking for sympathy for me when 3 or 4 years down the line I'm calling you a bust because I don't feel like you lived up to your potential. You chose to come out here. Now I get that you had a situation you wanted to, you know what I mean, make sure your people's is good and all that. I get that,
Right.
but you know what I mean. So don't get mad at me when I just call you another nigga that came out and played basketball just because you felt that was the only way you was going to be successful.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm worried about Zion,
Like you
dog.
chose to come out here and
Yeah,
play with
he
the
out
big
there, man.
dogs.
I'm worried about Zion in that weight, man. That bitch could barely get up and down the court, man.
Come on. And then when he
But
do, he
let
could
me
only
ask you
do
a
it about
question,
3-4
bro.
times before he.
And you seen how much that they was searching for him on defense. They kept putting him in that pick and roll like he couldn't do shit. Like he looked
No,
He gotta get
helpless
his
out
hold
shit.
there.
on, but they only did that to Zion because he's young. They do that to young. That's why they put Tyler
Yeah.
Hero in the pick and roll all the time. Not
Yeah.
because that's
And
because in the
bros,
But they
NBA you
look for
gotta
Hero because of size
and
advantage and
bros,
shit, not
You
because
gotta
he
no,
ain't
it's
fast
because
and
in the NBA you gotta learn how to guard your pick and roll. That's a skill. You gotta learn
Only
it.
a few. Yeah,
It's
only a few.
hard.
Like
bros.
It's hard.
playing defense.
yeah.
Playing defense at NBA level is different.
What
Is
I
a
different.
different beast.
Yeah, you gonna be
but
trash as a rookie because you ain't used to everybody being shot creators. There ain't no shot creators in college basketball like that.
well,
I was
fellas,
gonna
two
say that.
questions.
Nah, it's a whole
Two
bunch. It's
questions.
Nah,
just that it's
Two
the
questions,
defense in
fellas.
college is simplified.
they young.
That's
They
the
Two
ain't got no
questions,
NBA.
fellas,
bag like
about
that.
Zion. Two questions about Zion, fellas. Number one, what's Zion's height?
Like 6'6".
He an
6'6".
undersized big. He's 6'6", 6'7".
Charles
And that's
Barkley,
what I'm saying.
a
And my
fatter
next question
Charles
is,
Barkley.
my next question is to you gentlemen. If Zion was 7 foot or 7 foot plus, do you think any of that shit would matter? Because I feel
When
like
you
if
saying
Zion
that
was
he gonna weigh the
7'1", he'd
same
be
at
Shaq.
7 foot,
Oh
if he
man,
Nah,
weighed the
I feel
same
like
at
if
7,
Zion was 7'1", I feel like if Zion was 7'1", he'd be Shaq.
I
yeah,
feel like
Because I
because
see
when
it
he
hold
jump,
on.
already. I see it
when
already the way he be bullying niggas.
look when he
Yeah.
jump up, for the layup, you can't block it because of the contact. He push you out the way. It's just a free layup the whole every time. Like you
Right.
like
For real.
watch this one play when they lobbed it down to him in the paint, right? Steven Adams was standing in the paint. Zion was just catching the ball, and he pushed Steven Adams all the way off the court. It
Yeah,
was a
that was
free layup.
crazy.
Exactly. Exactly, bro.
And
I
that's
seen
Steven
this.
Adams. That's
I
one of the
seen this
strongest
man.
people in the
I
league.
seen this man. I seen this kid. I seen this kid miss
That's a
3 shots
guaranteed
in a
20.
row down low, grab all 3 of them rebounds, and then finally put it back up. Like he can muscle his way down there, but it's
Yeah,
just his height
That's
is
just
what
a
fucks
free
him up.
20 right
His
there,
height
It's
right
fucks
not.
him
It's
there.
up.
not
So,
even. Right. It's not. I wouldn't even say necessarily
so
his
if
height.
he
It
learn
just
how to
is.
shoot,
He gotta stay in shape. He gotta stay in shape. If he stay in shape, he be fine.
His endurance.
Cause he
yeah,
played.
but
Cause
everybody
he.
say he shouldn't lose too much
His
weight
weight.
because he ain't gonna be able to bully
No, we're
people.
not
But
necessarily saying. We're
And
not saying
that's
about
what I'm
say the
saying.
weight. We saying about staying in shape though. Make sure
He
you
ain't
know what I
gonna stay
mean.
in shape when he that fat though.
I
cause
feel
y'all remember
he's
LeBron and
I feel
been
like if he
high
was
Hold
7
on, y'all.
foot,
Make
I feel
sure
like
we
if he
going.
was
280.
7'1",
Make sure we
I
going
feel
one
like
at a
if he was
time, y'all.
7'1",
If he was 7'1", that would be even more dangerous. He'll be down there like Greg Oden, Kristaps Porzingis like level dangerous,
Hey,
like
look.
injuries.
Here's at the end of the day, he played in 24 games this year. He averaged 22
Yeah, that's
and 6.
crazy.
Like look at Porzingis,
With no
man.
real
That's
plays
why I
ran
don't
for
feel
him
like
too.
Luka
It's
gonna
not
get
really
all the
much.
rings.
It's not really much you need to change other
Yeah,
than
he's
some
too skinny.
conditioning,
Zingy.
and you just put him with the right. You put him with the right trainer. You're gonna get him right. So he don't need
Yeah.
to change. Like he don't. This, what Zion doesn't need. He don't need everybody telling him what to do. He needs to get with one trainer, get his body right, get it a healthy weight, and just stay at that weight. But he don't need everybody trying to
He need
dabble.
that plant-based diet like CP3 now.
No, he don't need to. He need a whatever. Everybody's bodies is different. Bodies react different to different diets. Some people bodies react better to keto. Some people react better to plant-based or vegan. Some people react better to the protein meat-based diet or casein or milk-based diet. So he needs to get with an expert who's going to check his blood, see what works best for his body, and then get to a healthy weight and just go from there. He got too many people in his ear telling him what he should or shouldn't do with his weight, and at the end of the day, he's still 22-6 as a rookie. Hey, come on, man. I'm not.
He's gonna be really tough to guard in the
But not
future
he don't need
because
to
it's
lose
about his
40,
basket
50 though. Not
Hey
40, 50 pounds.
Lamont, it's a guy in your chat that want recognition.
Who's that?
They got all to say or whatever they is. Like he
said,
can y'all acknowledge the comment? Can y'all acknowledge the comment section, or are we just here to hear you fuckers talk?
Hold on. What did he say?
he go.
Hey, hit the link.
I think he want to come up here. I think he want to come up here for real. For real.
Yeah, if you got all to say, bro, you got to come on here and say that.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's hit him. Let me get him. Here's the link. Let's see. Let's really see if he got a lot to say.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
He said Zion can't
He
rebound.
got some. He been saying shit there.
Who's just be saying?
He said, "I got a
anything,
lot to say." He said, "I got a lot to say." He said, "Acknowledge us." He said, "I got a lot to say. Acknowledge us."
Listen, who was it who made the point about Zion? If Zion was 7'1", he would make Shaq. Who was that? Who was it that said that? I want to add to that real quick. Which one of you guys said that?
Man, that shit would be bad for his knees. You know how much bounce that man got?
Bro,
you put 7'1" jumping like that.
Hold on. Let DCam chop. Let DCam go real quick. I want to hear what he got to say. Go ahead.
The way I see Zion, right, in today's NBA, because it's less physical and because it's less post play, I see the way I think of Zion, I would have him as a small ball 5. And because it's like he might not have the height of Shaq, he may be undersized, but he has the body and he makes up for it with his athleticism because he can jump, he can make himself 7'1" when he's in the air, because he jumps that high and he's strong enough to just bully anyone like down low. You can't even get near him. Once he gets the ball under the basket, like it's like Shaq in a sense where he can just put his head down, muscle his way in, and get easy layups and dunks. So in a sense, in today's game, I feel like he is the perfect modern day stretch 5, not stretch 5, small ball 5.
Yeah, it's just his landing.
He got to play. I agree with that, but he got to work on his defense. I agree with that.
John Morant, he don't know how to land either. John Morant don't know how to land either.
The reason I kind of disagree with you, bro, is just because like I saw a game with Zion versus Milwaukee, and when they had Giannis and Brook Lopez down there to like twin tower him, it was hard for him because now you got 2 big 7-foot wing guys, you know what I mean, that can stop him. If that was Shaq down there, he would have dunked on both of them niggas.
Yeah, Zion still struggled with AD
He would have
and
dunked on both of them niggas with
Giannis.
no problem.
He was also 19 though. You know what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
when he's 26, 27, when he's not just like got that puppy fat and he's that straight muscle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
that's just be
bro,
different.
people talk about his landing. Have you seen those legs? They're like tree trunk.
I ain't gonna lie, I like Bam over Zion. I'm
I'll
taking
feel you on
Bam.
that, bro. But Shaq came in at 20 years old and was dunking on people with no problem.
Bam finna be better than
like
Zion.
a nightmare for people with no problem.
I know
Bam finna be better than Zion and Joel Embiid.
Whoa, I don't know about that. That's
Joel Embiid bring it every 4 days. We ain't with that shit. Bam consistently. Bam can guard anybody in the NBA.
Let me tell you,
What the hell you talking about?
Hold on. Except Anthony Davis, he proved that very quick.
Yeah, he can't guard.
Come on,
That
man.
man cannot guard everybody in the NBA.
AD?
I'm just saying. So don't say he can guard everybody.
Don't say he can't guard
I say AD and probably Kyrie.
Man,
He
that's
probably can stay
still
in
cap.
front of
That's
Kyrie,
still
right?
that's still no he
Stop.
can't. No he can't, man.
I
No
watch
he
all them
can't.
games. If you give
That's what I
Bam
said.
space
Bam
to
and
get
AD and Kyrie.
he's not
Probably the
really
only
gonna do.
2
He's not
people.
gonna hurt you that way. He hurts you when he has the ball in his hands to play make. Like he can't be better than Joel and AD just off offense alone.
You say he can't be better than Embiid because of the offense?
Yeah, his offense
Embiid post offense.
What I think y'all forget, and I'm gonna go back to Zion. I think y'all forget how much better he made Lonzo. When they play together, they made each other so much better. So I think when we see them both back on the court, healthy, next season, I think we're gonna see a different team. And we're going to see a coach who's not going to put him into them 1-4 flat sets trying to get Lonzo to go one-on-one against his man. They're going to put him in a more pick-and-roll action and more motion-type oriented offense and allow Lonzo to be a playmaker instead of a one-on-one driver. That's not his.
We know
that's not his skill set.
And that's
we know
why
Stan Van Gundy had like Dwight Howard, and you know how the offense went with Dwight. So I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Listen, like only thing I'm worried about with Zion is him being in shape. Everything else, Zion gonna be a problem. If he stays healthy, he's gonna be a problem. Dude's strength
he's healthy,
is incredible.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying he got hurt though. You know what I mean? I'm just saying if he just stays healthy, you know what I mean? If he stays healthy, he works hard. You can't say he don't work hard. He works hard. He dedicates to the game. You could tell he loves the game. If he just keep just doing him, he gonna be a problem, man. That man's a man child, man.
But yeah, that's why New Orleans traded for Lonzo, because he a good passer though. I love how he gets Zion the ball. You feel me? He set him up nice. But Bi, that's the one that's gonna hold them together, especially if Zion really can't get his body right all together. You feel me? Because B.I. was kind of a throw-in because of the blood clots. But come to find out, he turned into an all-star the next year.
Yeah, like that's a three. I like that three right there for Pelicans. Lonzo.
Yeah, but the whole team has to step their shit up defensively.
Right, you right.
I would look embarrassing in the bubble.
We acknowledging Lonzo Ball as being a decent player now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great. I mean,
we're just going on potential. We're just going on potential.
Hold on, y'all. But y'all be forgetting, man. I don't care how much. Like, we can talk about his offense because that's what most people talk about.
No.
But as a guard in the league, he's one of the best defenders on the
above average
perimeter,
three-point shooter.
and as a guard rebounding, he's one of the best rebounders in the league at that position. So everybody forgets about that.
That's just one person, man. When the whole team.
Can I ask everybody a question? Like, Lamont, you remember Andre Miller back in the day?
Yeah.
A dude that would have 22. I mean, a dude that would have 15, but those 15 would be assists and freaking 2 points.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Niggas disrespected that nigga a lot. And, I mean, he was passing.
He
that
lasted
ball
a long ass time. Didn't he last
he
like
played
17
forever.
years?
Yeah, he
Because
played
he was
forever.
a good point guard. That's what they're
Yeah,
not realizing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, bro.
At the
I wonder
same
what his
time,
career numbers look like.
Yeah, but here's the thing
I
though,
know.
like Lonzo is more athletic than Lonzo more athletic. He a
Yeah.
better shooter. He a better shooter. I mean, Lonzo's got to figure. Lonzo's got basically got to figure it out.
You got all to say. You're right. He got disrespected a lot because his
I don't think he
offensive
got
game
this.
was stuck.
Yeah,
Andre, he kind of did, bro, a little
I
bit because
I
his
see that. I see where you coming from. But I don't really.
And he
I never
started
really
on
see
a
what
lot of
a lot of
teams
people.
too.
I hold Lonzo to such high of a standards because you were second overall pick, brother. Second overall pick, brother. Like I'm
Darko
expecting
was
you to
the
come
second
through
overall pick.
Hey, you know what?
be
One
a
thing that
franchise.
confuses me. Here's the one thing that confuses me
Darko.
about the NBA today. You got guys like Lonzo, and you got the guys like the Draymonds. I mean, you got all of every player whose game would fit perfectly into the '90s.
Disrespect.
The '90s people hate. '90s people hate him.
Crazy.
This is crazy. Hold on. You listen to this. Listen to this. You got Giannis Antetokounmpo. He drives to the basket every time. He plays physical and strong.
But they want him to
But then,
shoot.
yeah, you got '90s people saying, "Oh, get a jump shot, be finesse, and be on the like." What? It's like y'all was so confused.
Why
They
they hit you
undercover
with that?
lovers. They
Why they hit
undercover
you with that?
lovers. They undercover lovers of this era, man.
You know what they'll do, Lamont? You know what they'll do, Lamont? They'll bring up Hakeem.
Hey, can you imagine Giannis dueling out with
They'll
Hakeem
bring up
Olajuwon?
Come on.
Be like Patrick had a jump shot. Hakeem had a jump shot. And he dribbled.
Patrick
And
Ewing
then
was a
double back and hit
gun.
you
He
with
shot
that.
the
Oh, we
ball
just
every time he
didn't play
touched
like
it.
that back then.
Giannis and Hakeem would be the dream matchup, man.
No.
Hakeem would work that young man.
Nah, I don't think Hakeem would just run him over.
Hold on. Why do y'all think Hakeem would be just doing all this destroying of people?
To Giannis.
Shit, in the back.
Nah, see, that dream shake.
Hold on.
That dream shake was real, Lamont. That dream shake was real, man.
True.
Come on.
Give me one center that Hakeem played against that was as athletic as Giannis or strong.
Giannis is our best defender
Hold on,
today.
just give me one center that you can compare, like as far as athleticism and
Shaq.
Shaq?
Athleticism? No.
Shaq was athletic. What do you mean? Like what
Shaq
you?
was running the break in Orlando.
At the end of the day,
Yeah,
at the end of
his
the day,
own way.
at the end of the day, Shaq never had the foot speed that Giannis has.
That's different though. But we talking about all around athletic skill though.
He didn't Lamont, but he can take the ball from one end of
That's
the court
still
to the other
athletic. He
end of the
wasn't
court.
right. Giannis wasn't strong as
Man,
Shaq.
Giannis literally
Giannis
jumped
wasn't.
over somebody.
Hold on, y'all. Did y'all
Giannis
see
wasn't strong as Shaq.
Did y'all see how he dribbled when he tried to take the ball off the court? He's dribbling like he's looking at the ball.
He is though, but you talking about different aspects.
Giannis
Hold on,
literally
Lamont.
jumped over somebody.
Lamont, he did that, but he took the ball from one end of the court to the other end of the court and dunked it.
Man, listen, he way bigger. Listen,
Everybody just gonna move out the way.
Of course.
but yeah, Shaq was pretty athletic. That's when he came. That's when he came in the league.
Y'all don't remember when Giannis jumped over dude from the Pistons in the playoffs last year?
We gotta go one at a time, y'all. I can't hear y'all.
You got to moderate that.
Go ahead.
I say Shaq is nowhere near as athletic as Giannis. Giannis literally can jump over somebody and dunk.
That's a good point.
I don't care. He's not as athletic as that man.
Thank you.
You're right.
I'll give it up
Watch
to
some
y'all. Highlights from the Pistons that first
I'll give
round
it up to
series.
y'all on that.
Hold on. Can I say something though?
But because I got to defend Shaq, but y'all never seen Giannis dunk on 5 niggas at one time.
That's Howard. That's not.
Bro, he bodied them dudes. Shaq be bodying people, man.
Giannis.
Hey, Sly, I'm gonna tell
Shaq
you.
be pushing people out of the air.
Sly, you know Chris Dudley's out here in
know
Arizona.
Shaq's
He's
my
still
favorite
mad at
player of
Shaq
all
when he
time,
got
man. I can't take no Shaq slander, dog. You know he's my favorite player of all time, man. You know how I get.
But yeah, I like Shaq too. Shaq be going through the playoffs
Can I say
averaging 30.
something about that? But here's the thing though. You still got but you still got to guard that post at the end of the day. And that post with Hakeem Olajuwon already got the best post game of all time.
And Hakeem was getting to his spots on a powerful Shaq, who is stronger than Giannis.
So
Shaq
that
wouldn't
means
have to change his game today.
Nah, hold on.
Shaq would not have to
We're
change
not
his
doing
game
that.
today.
Hakeem, y'all keep going back to Hakeem. Y'all keep going back to Shaq getting swept in '95. Like, I keep telling y'all, bro. Like, go back and watch that game.
But shit,
Hakeem
at least
started
they
taking
beat
off,
Jordan.
going on 10. He started going on 10-point runs
They
when
whooped
Shaq got
Jordan
into
ass
foul
on the
trouble and sitting on the bench. He was doing that to Horace Grant, bro. He was not doing
They
that to
whooped
Shaq. He was
Jordan
doing that
ass
to
How did
on the
Horace
Shaq
way
get into
Grant.
though.
foul trouble?
He was doing that to
How did
Horace
Shaq get into
Grant.
foul trouble?
But at least they whooped Jordan ass on the way.
Robert Horry got him into foul trouble, and Hakeem got him into foul trouble. But Robert Horry, like, word. I'm just telling you, bro.
Shaq got bitched up by Ben Wallace in the finals.
Huh?
Ben
Shaq got
Wallace is a
bitched up by
beast.
Ben Wallace in the finals.
Nah. Shaq still averaged 26 and 13 on Ben Wallace. Like, he slowed him down, but Shaq still put up 30 on Ben Wallace. He put up 33 on Ben Wallace, and he put up 36 on Ben Wallace. Now, that one game I'll give you, he held Shaq to 14 points. I'll give you
I
that.
can't
He held
believe they
Shaq to 14
4-1 the
points.
Lakers, man.
But he still put up 30. He still put up 30, 33, and 36 on him.
Look,
So, like,
Shaq,
you're not
Shaq
doing,
is
you're
like,
not doing that every day.
Props.
Shaq is like Kevin Durant almost with the way how dominant they were offensively because they only beat themselves. If Shaq ever scored 14, it was because he wasn't into the game or he got taken out of the game by the refs in foul trouble. But there's nobody who's just stopping Shaq and saying, "Oh, I shut you down and you didn't score." No, it's usually another factor that played a role in it or something like.
Shaq. Well, you can't. That's not necessarily true because that man didn't keep himself in shape. So I can't say that.
We're talking about prime Shaq. I'm talking about
I'm
prime
just saying.
Shaq.
I'm just being fair. I'm just saying.
Of course, when you get out of shape, yeah, of course.
Hey,
I'm just saying, but KD. Listen, but KD, he's just like we don't like. He's just a scorer. He can shoot the ball. You know what I mean? He can.
Okay, tell
He
me
don't gotta be
this.
super athletic.
Tell me one player who shut KD down. A player.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why you said KD and Shaq. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I'm saying. There's no
for a
single
game.
player. There's no single player
the
that shut
person who
Shaq
gave
down.
KD the toughest time was Tony Allen when it was KD by himself.
Man, y'all keep saying this Tony Allen stuff. Man, he was not doing nothing.
See how they try to.
Gave him some issues that
It is slow him down, Lamont. It is Tony Allen.
No. What Tony Allen had was a great defensive team around him, and they did it as a team. It wasn't just no Tony Allen by himself stopping no Kevin Durant. No.
You just gotta hope Kevin Durant missed. It ain't no shame.
I gotta watch that game. There ain't no way to Tony Allen.
I'm not talking about when they beat him either. I'm not even talking about the season they beat him too. I'm talking about when Reggie Jackson he gave Durant had like 15 points. One of them that series.
But it wasn't because of no single player.
What you mean?
Everybody has a bad game, man.
You gotta watch. No, you gotta watch that series.
Thank you.
He shit hard to block like dirt.
No, the only dude I seen affect KD for stretches is Chris Paul.
That's a lie.
He was cooking.
No, straight up, dog.
Yeah, he just act like a bug, like Patrick Beverly. Like that stuff like that, you can get under KD for like a game, but not throughout like the whole series.
When he was younger, you go back and watch. Chris Paul wouldn't let him put the ball on the floor. You go back and watch. Chris Paul used to get under him. Yeah, Chris Paul to this day still frustrates the shit out of LeBron.
Chris Paul was Beverly before Beverly.
No, Chris Paul way better. Beverly don't
not offensively, of course.
We ain't doing that.
I'm not saying offensively.
Patrick Beverly's guaranteed to give you at least 4 fouls a game.
Y'all are tripping, man. Ain't nobody stopping no KD, man.
I know. KJ Perkins don't stop Shaq. I know that. KJ Perkins don't stop Shaq.
Every time y'all be talking about somebody stop somebody, I go look up the stats. And
Man, Shaq averaged 13 points against Kendrick Perkins in PG College Finals, man. Just say it's like
in the what? Against Kendrick Perkins? What year was this? What year was this?
You wild.
2010, man. He was starting. Man, they was second with the championship. Slide. Yo, they swore, Cleveland fans swore they were gonna win a championship. They had Shaq in their team. Man, we got Shaq.
Hey, true. 2010 was a funny season just for the simple fact the year the Suns lost Shaq, they go to the
Yo,
Western
I
Conference
was mad.
Finals,
I ain't gonna hold you. I
and
was
then
going too.
Cleveland gets them, and then
When
niggas
Shaq went
blast
to
him.
Boston, I was hyped with Shaq with the Boston, man. I ain't gonna
I
hold you.
can't believe Shaq went out like that.
He was ring chasing. He said so himself. He was ring chasing.
That bitch went with LeBron in Cleveland and
Get the
And with
king
the
of rings.
Boston, I was hyped when he with the Boston. I was
LeBron
like,
looking at that nigga like,
yeah.
nigga, you about 5 years too late. Talking about you finna come help me get a ring.
Yo,
Shaq.
yeah.
Hey, and people
Hey,
don't talk about how Shaq got shut down in them '06 finals, them first couple games. He got it going a little bit in about 2
That's
games
not the
though,
same
but
Shaq though. 06
Nah,
you
Shaq
once
is
he
not.
wait,
left, once he left
Oh,
LA, he
man.
just wasn't
2000
the
Shaq.
same dude.
Oh man, them
Yeah, no
finals.
defense killed his game.
Watch that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter of
Hey,
that game 3, boy.
hey,
D
yo.
Wade's a
Hey,
fucking legend,
I'll
dog.
take 2000 or 99 Shaq against any center ever in NBA history. He dominates. Like, cause
Ever.
even when he got swept, he still damn near averaged 30 and 10.
Well,
Early
somebody
2000
had to
Shaq was
shoot.
at his prime, was like strength
I'm just
and
saying, like he got
agility.
swept and the man still averaged 30 and 10. What did Hakeem didn't do nothing with Shaq? He couldn't do nothing with him either.
Somebody had to shoot.
But Shaq got swept a lot in his career though. I'm just
The
saying,
most for
man.
any superstar,
hey,
though.
Lamar, that you know what a
Shaq,
king did
you
to
can
Shaq?
make an argument Shaq under a team in his career.
Hey, you know what a king did to Shaq, Lamar?
What he
Nigga, ask Kobe. Nigga, ask
Hey,
Kobe. Nigga, you heard
no,
Kobe.
man. Hey,
Kobe
we
told
gotta
you
put
straight
it.
up, nigga. Shaq could have been the GOAT. He underachieved.
Go
He
ahead,
could have
B.
been.
He
Go ahead,
He
drinking
ain't
B.
gonna be
pina
no goat,
coladas and
nigga.
shit, and he out
Hey,
there tricking and shit on the boat
no,
while Kobe and that
He snitched on him, man. That's
working,
uh
working in the
I
OC.
can't.
That
Bees,
man,
what
bitch,
you
that
That's
bitch
tough.
literally said that I fucked around because I the gym.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he say now. Hey,
Bro, that's what he literally said,
hey,
bro.
hey,
You got me fucked up if I'm Kobe, dog.
hey,
hold
dog.
on.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
dog. Akeem had that nigga so tilted. He said, "I'll play you on pay-per-view." Remember that? He wanted to play
Yeah.
that nigga one-on-one on pay-per-view.
Hey, yo, Shaq could have been the GOAT though. If he would have stayed healthy, I mean,
No, he
No,
couldn't.
too fat.
I'm
He
gonna
Shaq
was
could
tell.
never be the
dominating too
GOAT.
easy.
So you
He got
trying to
fat.
tell me if he would have stayed in shape,
He could have never been the GOAT.
if he stayed in shape, he was unstoppable.
But he
He
Not
would
with
he
his
would have
was.
own
had to
defense.
stay cool with Kobe though too.
Hey, he was unstoppable.
He would have had to
So is
stay
the
cool with
Skyhook,
Kobe
but
too.
he ain't the GOAT.
But here's the thing: if he would have
Kobe
stayed
would have
in,
never stayed cool with
in,
somebody
in,
that's better
in,
than him.
I got dunking
on
over
the same
Shaq.
squad.
Man, don't get me started on Shaq,
When we
dog.
look at Shaq now and how he's throwing
Bro,
shots at Dwight and everyone, his ego wouldn't have let him be cool with Kobe.
Why you
That's
got
true.
bro,
Duncan over
man,
Shaq?
Tim
That just
Duncan,
wouldn't have
That's
worked.
true.
man, you
He
can
said
really
what he
make a
said
case
to
for Tim
Wade
Duncan
to
to be
spite
very
Kobe
high on the
immediately.
all-time list, dog.
He in my number 4.
Yeah, I'm talking about that high. You can make a case, but you tripping though. I don't think he number 4 though. But you ain't crazy though for
He got
having
him
him
at
up
top
there.
5, bro.
Hold
I
on,
got
but
Dunk.
if you can put Kobe on that list, you can put Duncan in your
I got
top 4.
Duncan. I got Kobe.
I feel
Duncan
like
I
should
I
be
got
in a
feel
lot of
like
Kobe.
people's
you can make a
fives.
case for Kobe over Magic and well, it's gonna be hard for Magic, but
No, you
Larry
can't do
Bird,
that.
you can put him over Larry Bird. Why
Yeah,
not?
you
No, you
can.
can't do that either.
Guess you
What's
I
the
can.
got.
case
By
for Larry
far.
Bird over Kobe like that? That is just
Yeah,
so
you
consensus. You know what I'm saying?
He don't got no
Here,
case. He just don't
Larry
like it.
Bird got his draft pick
Where do they even put
rigged.
Larry Bird at? Like number 7, right? Something like
Depending
that.
on you rank them.
Larry
Depending on you
I'm
Bird
rank
gonna
them.
top
tell
I
you
got.
5,
why
man.
Kobe get this
I got number.
respected,
I got.
dog. Kobe a good player, great player, but Kobe will never be in the top because he you remember old school, they used to have them carbon copies. You have a
Come on,
white
man. I
one,
knew you was gonna say it.
a pink one, and a yellow one. You throw one of them shits away when you're done. That's Kobe, dog, straight up, because he emulated everything of Mike. He never had his own shit, and he'll never get credit for it. Even though he's a great player, he'll never get
And why
credit.
people hold the 3 rings with Shaq against them, and Jerry West got Shaq to compliment Kobe.
I'm gonna tell you
What he
because
not supposed to? Nah, that nigga too good, man. Don't put him on my team. What are you supposed to do? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's because
no,
I honestly believe Kobe's one of the greatest players that ever played. But because Kobe imitated Mike, he'll never be above Mike.
Nobody said
Nah, I mean
he
he's of
said he
course
wasn't
not.
top five, bro. You said he wasn't top five.
But
I'm telling you,
ever since that whole setup, Kobe
he
in
ain't never
'04,
gonna
man, the
be
league
top
was
5.
against Kobe.
Here's the thing
He's
about Kobe. Kobe can never be top 5.
can't.
He can be, man. I
No, he
think
don't
Yeah.
got the accolades.
What
What
you
you
mean?
mean he
Oh,
don't
no.
got the accolades,
Whoa,
bro?
whoa,
Stop
whoa,
the
whoa,
cap,
what
whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa.
do they
Talking
put
about,
Larry
bro?
Bird
I'm
over
being
Kobe
honest.
What are you
because of
talking?
the
What
3
accolade he don't
MVPs?
got besides the MVP awards? What accolade he
Hey,
don't got,
dog.
bro?
Larry Bird 3 back-to-back MVPs really did him a
Man,
lot of
listen.
justice on the
I
rankings.
don't listen. I could argue that Kobe is the GOAT. I could do that.
Y'all keep bringing up these accolades
I
like that.
mean,
I
yeah,
could
I mean,
argue Kobe is the GOAT.
You could argue that Bill Russell the
Better
GOAT
than
too, right?
MJ.
I can.
Yep.
And there's
but
nothing wrong
look,
with that. There's nothing
Bill
wrong with that. I'm
Russell.
just
I
saying,
didn't
but that's
say it was. I'm just stating a fact to why Kobe don't get the credit he deserves. I'm just saying it. I
Because
ain't
of
saying he
that's
Jordan.
a
deserves it
mainstream.
more.
That's a mainstream media don't give him that credit. But if you really
Well,
look
Look,
at, if you really look at him
well,
as a player,
that's who make the decisions, dog. Whether we like it or not, we could say this or say
n-
that, but the media carry the narrative, and the
you
But they
want
narrative
don't
me?
is
know
You
what
Kobe.
they're
want me to
Oh,
talking
hold
about.
on,
disqualify Bill Russell
slide,
in one sentence?
slide. Don't
You want
be
me to
let.
disqualify
Hold
Bill
on, hold on.
Russell in one sentence?
Hold on, let me tell y'all this. Let's not let fans off the hook on the Kobe thing, because it was fans, the everyday fans,
True.
who didn't have Kobe in the top 10 until he passed away, and
Facts.
then they started trying to kiss his ass, and then they said, "Oh, he's top 5 now. He's top 5." No, that's why I say y'all need to quit hating on all them
People be
LeBron
saying
haters.
GOAT because he's
You
bad.
need to hate on. You need to stop hating on LeBron, because when the show is over, you're gonna be missing his ass, and that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
no, they're
He was
not.
That's
another
all.
LeBron
No,
in the league, man.
people not gonna do that with LeBron though. I'll tell you
Yes,
that.
they are. Hold on, they've been.
Yeah,
They're
It's,
not gonna do
there's
you
that.
know how
too
much
much
hate there
hate.
is for
There's too
LeBron.
much hate for
But
that
here's the
not to
thing
top
That's
though,
why
five.
but too much.
Zion
But
need to
I'm
develop,
gonna say
man. He
this. But
needs
here's the
somebody
thing
that play
though.
like LeBron.
There's more people that love LeBron than Kobe ever was. So it's like
Let,
that's
No,
a
that's
little
a
bit
fact.
different.
that's just because of growth of social media. Well, all I'm saying is, if I guarantee you, let's say if LeBron came to his unfortunate demise randomly in the next year or some bullshit like that,
You gonna see it, of course. But I
what
But
mean,
he'll
happens?
be the
Hold on, watch how many
undisputed
people
GOAT.
say he's the GOAT. Watch how many people say he's the
it's a
GOAT.
lot, but it's hard to
Jordan wouldn't
say. But
even
here's the
be in the
thing though.
conversation
Well,
anymore. LeBron would be the undisputed GOAT if something happened to him.
Facts. That's what I mean. People change up things. Like it's hard to talk
Jordan
down.
gonna
This
fall
is
to
why
like
people
number
get so
5.
emotional when you get into the Kobe
Man,
debate,
well,
because
okay,
then they
when
say
Will
you're
died,
disrespecting him
why
because he.
when Wilt passed, nobody like when nobody was saying he was a GOAT when Wilt
That's
passed.
because then
Nah,
nobody
Will
from
was
this era
playing in the
know Will.
racist days.
No,
Hold
I'm
on.
talking
They
about back.
love to
I'm
see
going
Will
up back
lose.
then. I'm going
Will
up back
died in
then when it
'99.
happened. Okay, but I'm going on back when that happened. If you look at art, like you never, that wasn't
I
a big.
know
Oh,
because
he was a GOAT. That
Hold on, but
wasn't a
they
big
Will,
hated him from
uproar.
his
even
career,
even
so
in
they really didn't care
'99,
when he died.
yeah, didn't nobody see Will play in '99? Nobody, no people in '99 didn't care about Will.
Yeah, they was trying to move.
Who could I
They was
compare?
trying to move
Who could
Kareem
I?
out the way
Man.
in
Hey,
the
you
I
right,
'90s.
think
Lamont.
Will
You
better than
right.
Bill Russell.
And
I don't give a fuck.
on top of the fact, there ain't even a lot of footage. It's hard to go find a Wilt game. You
They
don't see
said
no Wilt
Will averaged
highlights.
28 points and
Hold on,
30
who could I?
rebounds against
Okay,
Bill Russell.
who can
No,
I?
28
what?
and
Hold on. I'm
30.
saying you can go find it. Ain't nobody trying to watch no grainy black and white footage.
Now I'm
People
trying to
don't.
find somebody that passed away that people could watch. Like I'm trying to.
Kobe.
Hey,
Yeah, he
Lamont,
trying to talk
I
about
got a
Man,
somebody else.
question. I got a
Hey,
question
they
for you,
say
man.
after every game, they say Wilt Chamberlain walk up to the announcer's table and snatch up the score sheet to check on his stats.
yeah, that's what he did.
Oh. Hey, Lamont, I got a question for you.
Yo, what up?
Earlier, you guys was talking about what's the dude from Boston, Haywood.
Yep.
Do you think because of his injuries and the shit he been through the last couple of years, that's like he don't care about the money move. He trying to win.
Yeah, yeah,
I can see him going to the Lakers on a smaller deal.
Hold on. Somebody got some. Hold on. Somebody got some back noise. This is
yeah,
loud.
already.
Hold on. Who is that? Oh, that was Renegade. Let me.
As long as Boston paying Gordon Hayward, they're not going to the finals. There's always going to be a team out there that's going to trump them.
Right, but there's a rumor that he opted out. So
Right. So
What
I'm
the fuck
saying
he
rumor he
opt
opted
out
out.
for? That man ain't even gonna get a quarter of that money.
Not
The
true.
fuck
That ain't
he opted
necessarily
out
true.
for?
because that's why I'm asking Lamont.
Boston would have had to pay me one
Hold
more
on,
year.
hold on.
Fuck that shit.
He only opts out if his agent knows he can get that money from another team and make it up in the long term.
Who
So
would have give him that? Charlotte?
But
if
do you
he's
think?
go
That's
ahead, go
why
ahead.
my question is to you: is he's in a different situation because of the injuries? Now, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that cat opting out. He was a Kobe dude, big time Kobe dude. I can see that dude ending up on the Lakers for 12 to 15 million.
Who? Gordon Hayward?
Yes.
I think he fits in with that team because he doesn't
Yeah,
need the
that
ball.
yeah,
He don't
that
need to
price
score.
you said was just reasonable, but Boston owe him like 33 or something like that.
Right,
Yeah,
but he
but
had
that's
but
what
it's
I'm
rumored that he
saying.
opted out.
If he opt
I
out,
don't
he's a
believe
free
it.
agent.
Fuck no.
If we're being real, Gordon fits on a lot of teams. It's just, do
He's
you
a
think he'll
solid
be
He
injury
player.
fits
prone?
almost everywhere. It's just the contract. It's just like
Yeah, but I don't see
it
nobody
is.
else paying him that type of money to come in because he's too injury prone.
I
But if
know
He
you
got
that's
to
if
why I
come off
don't
the
believe
bench.
he opted out.
you take
That
a
shit
if
would have
you the
been front
Lakers,
page news.
hey, that cat add a lot of depth to your team.
Yeah, he can play make, he can ball handle. He's a solid shooter. He doesn't sell you out on defense. It's just, will he be on the court for you?
Well, he's
That's
not
the
going to cry if he doesn't get all the touches. That's the one thing.
Yeah, he don't.
Yeah,
yep.
he was an
Dude, I
underrated
got
defender before he went to Boston. And I feel like LeBron kind of pushed him down to make him do that.
Make him do what?
To break his leg like that. You ain't watched that play?
Oh,
Oh,
come
come
I
on.
think,
on,
man,
man.
LeBron kind of
That was
undercut
an
him with his foot.
unfortunate situation,
Nah,
dog.
come on, yo.
Nah.
Hey man, this nigga
There's some
LeBron, he
dirty
got
shit going on, boy.
he
Nah,
was
I
But
don't know.
LeBron
he
could have
was
fucked his leg up like that too. So I guess it was either a you or me situation. That
yeah,
shit
I think
happen all the time. You jump up for a rebound, your feet get tangled up like that.
I don't know, man.
It was
yeah,
just a
man.
freak injury, man. That
That's a
don't
lot to
happen
put on
often.
one man. That's just a freak injury, bro.
But that's why LeBron lasted so long, because LeBron always looked down before he land.
That's a good
He
point.
always been like that.
Yeah, but another reason why is when LeBron hits your ass, you move.
You better move.
That bitch so fucking big, dog.
Or else out.
It's like LeBron don't really got a deep bag like that, bro. It's just he's so
Hey,
big
He
and
Yeah,
just
he just
moved
okay.
his ass
fucking
out the
Hold on,
way.
hold on, hold
he
on, hold
get.
on.
here we
I bet
go.
if you tried to guard him, he'll show you every move in the book.
But here's the
Yeah,
thing.
his
Nah,
That's
yeah,
not
his
his
he had to
strong.
get
fastest
the
spin
high pick
move.
and roll up
Right,
top,
but
put his
that's
head
not Le.
down, half back dive, half back dive. That's his move.
I can't. You can't. You can't. You can't
Brandon
take that.
Jacobs, that's who he is.
You can't take. You can't take being strong and being able to drive to the basket at will and do whatever you want, because if that's the case, everybody that's LeBron's height will be able to do the same exact thing LeBron does.
Everybody
Yeah, they
can't
So
gotta
you
ball.
know
keep.
what I
See,
mean?
he
Like
he over
I take
average
Gotta
none
bring
ball
of that
home.
handler
shit when
though.
niggas is like, yo, being strong is on you. Like, ain't nobody telling you not to go into the weight room, take the protein or creatine you need to get bigger and shit. Like, nigga,
6'9",
get your weight up. Just get your fucking weight up.
260.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I
Get your
mean,
fucking weight up. Like,
that's
word.
easy.
Ain't
I
nothing
mean,
you
That
can do.
ain't just
I
something.
understand what you
And get
saying.
your fucking weight up.
I
That ain't
understand
something
that,
that you
but
just do.
I understand that slide. But you still people that's naturally strong though, man. I mean, you can. I mean, I
You
understand what you're
can't jump
You
saying.
up in
don't
the air
you
with
don't
him,
just
dog.
do 6'9", 260. That ain't just something that you
You
know.
can't jump. You can't jump with LeBron, dog. He gonna block you.
But
Hey,
I,
you remember the Lakers Rockets series? You seen how scared Russell Westbrook was scared to get to that rim? That bitch was there every time. I'm like,
That's the
bro,
only
this
way you
man
got.
just
That's the only way
Hold
you
on.
can
overwhelming, dog.
That's just great
keep
team
his ass.
defense. I told y'all that Laker defense ain't no
Yo,
joke.
why he was blocking West? Yo, he had like a vendetta on Westbrook though. Why he blocking
That's
his
why I
shots?
say. That's why I
All
say
that
LeBron
time,
is
bro.
one of the best defenders in the league. You got to give it to him.
LeBron was laughing at
best
Westbrook and
defenders in the
everything.
league.
Though. LeBron was laughing at Westbrook when Westbrook talking about none of y'all could guard me. He was laughing at that man, yo. Like,
You seen how he knocked Jamal Murray out of the air?
Because of how they was already
This is
guarding his ass.
this is why I don't take nothing away from LeBron, because I always like to use Lamar Odom as an example. Like, yo, if Lamar Odom worked on his damn game, like that nigga could have been KD before KD. This is a nigga that's 6'10" that can handle the ball, that could stick any position on the court there. Well, he can stick the 4 and he can stick the 5. You can put Lamar Odom at center for a little period of time. If like he could just work on his jumper a little bit more, that nigga would have been a fucking problem. A nightmare.
man, I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, Perzo. But here's the thing about Lamar.
Hold on, let's go. Hey, one at a time, so we can hear it.
Lamar Odom was doing an ounce a day. If he ain't hit the line, he would have been the next KD.
Yeah, I was about to say that Lamar on personal life though, man, he was done.
He blowing all the Chloe money like that.
Lamar got a lot of money, y'all. Remember, I think when he was in the hospital,
he been had problems like
no. When he was in the hospital, when everybody thought he was gonna pass, they were talking about he had like 20 mil in the bank account. Like he didn't really spend money like that. He had money.
Yeah, listen, he been
How many rings Lamar Odom got with the Lakers?
Two.
What, 9 and 10? I meant that when they beat the Magic. I ain't gonna lie, I was sad when Kobe tore his Achilles. That same night, I'm like, there's no way in hell he's gonna get that 6 ring now.
He dropped that 60 points. He dropped 60 points his last game, though.
Oh, 50 shots.
I don't get.
That's why I like to watch Kobe. Kobe gonna jack them shots up.
Hold on. I don't care what you say. That's impressive. I don't care what. That's still impressive, man. That man had 60.
That was a gift from the Utah Jazz. Wasn't
we ain't doing that. We ain't not doing that, man. They was guarding that man. They was guarding that man.
Come on, I didn't put the cap on. I put the cap on for him.
Don't do that. Hold up. Don't do that. Please, don't do that because
put a 10-gallon
what
head
you
on.
mean? He dropped 60.
They gave him the 50.
Hold on. So you trying to tell me he took? First of all, Utah was fighting for a playoff spot. They were fighting for a playoff spot.
Hey, I got a question for the panel. Straight up, question for the panel. Everybody, starting with Lamar. Everybody answer this question. If you were in the NBA today, how many shots would it take you to score 10 points in an NBA game?
An NBA game?
More than 10 shots.
I would probably say, if I'm being honest, I'm just gonna base it off college.
Who you playing?
I would say.
Who you playing, the Hawks?
It don't matter who you playing.
Shit.
No, on average, I would say between 5 to 8.
All right. Who next?
And it depends. It also depends on if you're a big man, if you're a guard.
I ain't gonna hold you. They probably gonna take me like 20-some shots, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Your ass gonna get picked.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Take a 20 shot.
I'm taking it
20 shots.
I'm taking it to the rack. I'm taking it to the rack. So I'm just
good luck.
Good
luck.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get. Hey, wherever I'm going, it's gonna give me 10 fastest, man.
Hey, Shaq. So you gonna be like me? You ain't gonna have no shot attempts.
Hey,
all fast break with me. Hopefully, all fast break with me.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, Sly. The one thing that I learned real quick when I played college ball is that driving to the basket and against them dudes ain't the same like when you at the YMCA. It ain't the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't the same.
Hold on, listen. I'm having to find new angles to throw the ball off the top of the glass and everything to try to lay the ball up. I got to find new tricks to avoid getting. I'm talking about. It ain't sweet. Yeah, they like people be. Yeah, people be thinking it's just too sweet. Go ahead and go in there if you want to. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
man. That's why I'm saying. Like, that's
no,
why I
man.
said 20-some shots.
Yeah, hey, I want you to really test Rudy Gobert when you see him rim protecting. Go ahead and test Rudy Gobert if you want.
Word. I'm getting my points. I'm getting my points over transition off of defense, man.
You think you're
I'm
going for
getting
that
all
layup,
of
but
it.
you're gonna settle for that floater every time.
Lamar, I'm a bully that big ass 7 foot lanky nigga so motherfucking fast. I'm gonna talk about how he cried when he didn't make the All-Star game. I'm gonna make that nigga feel so
Yo, that was hilarious though. That was hilarious when he cried. Now he was crying. He was crying for that bonus money.
Did he? Yeah, that's what I asked. Was he crying for that?
he was crying for that bonus money. Dang, man, this is a extra meal. That's what he was. That's what he was really crying about.
I feel you though, Lamont. Like word, like because even though Shaq my favorite player, like I know I can't like just mimic my game at that day because I'm not 7 foot 320. Like it's not gonna fucking work. Like a 6'6" nigga, a 6 foot nigga. I'm only 6'1". I'm only 6'1". So
and
you know what I mean? That's just not
another question. Is you the best person on your squad? Because you're gonna be the least one open. All of the focus on you. Is you gonna even be able to get off 20 shots? You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm 5'8", so I'm
Well, you gonna have to shoot that thing, bro. You ain't driving.
I play. Yeah, I'm 5'8". I play deep. I'm more of a football player though, but like
true. Ain't no defense when you 5'8" in the NBA player.
man, listen. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I see Muggsy Bowles play defense, man.
Hey, that's a good defense for
I
that
see
90s
Muggsy
man.
Bowles play defense.
Hold on. No. True.
I play Muggsy Bowles play defense, man.
Say it. Come on, man.
Listen.
No,
hey,
you saw
listen.
Muggsy Bogues try to play defense.
Listen, six. What's their curve? Real hot, like 6'1". That's like couple.
No.
Listen, man. Only thing I really gotta worry about is switching on to like a whatever. Now that's cool.
Oh, they gonna switch
or whatever.
Hold on.
That's cool.
You think Muggsy Bogues will survive in the league today, or you think they will put him in pick and roll?
He was surviving the league today. He would adapt it. He would survive.
No. He would be Isaiah Thomas or Trae Young. He would be one of the worst defensive players in the league.
No, that's not true. Okay, the only thing. First of all, course of the
not true.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you. First of all, I'm gonna tell you the reality of Muggsy Bogues. First of all, one of the flaws of Muggsy Bogues was his height. You can shoot over him. That's for any error.
No, but listen. In the night, this is.
He had good footwork. Hold on. If you watch him play, he did have good footwork. He stayed in front of people.
I give you that, but you got to think he played in an era.
He ain't got no.
Listen, he played in an era where there were not as many shooters. There were more drivers than shooters.
Okay, I give you that, but you being under somebody, how he's be a pest and getting under somebody.
Right.
And plus, he would have been in a zone situation. You can play zone now, so that would help him out.
That means most basically gonna have to
I understand what you're saying.
Lamar, how tall is Kemba Walker? How tall is Kemba?
Like 6 foot.
6 feet exactly.
I don't know.
That nigga 5'11", man.
I can stay in front of Kemba Walker. I can stay in front of Kemba Walker.
5'11", 5'10".
He be playing.
Kemba Walker give me buck.
He is not no Isaiah Thomas.
Kimba give me buckets, but I'll be there though. I'll be there.
He'll be there.
I'll be there though.
Muggsy.
Like he'll give me buckets, but he'll be like, that's great defense.
Man,
like he'll give me his job be fit.
Bro, I'm talking about short players. My eyes light up, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about my eyes light up because I'm.
It's a big man's league, man.
Man, listen. I play.
Wasn't Elder playing Hitman today?
I don't know if they did. I don't know. I gotta check. I gotta see if Elder's out there. Hitman might have said he had to work or something. He might have ducked that one.
Elder was for real. Oh no, I'm good.
Listen, man. I guard 6 foot dudes. I guard what the toe. It's rare if I guard somebody like 6'4", like 6'4", 6'5". It's rare.
No, I used to do it all the time.
I'm not guarding. First of all, I'm not guarding.
Because I'm telling you,
I'm not guarding nobody 7 foot. That's not happening.
You can't. All you gotta do. I'm telling you, all you gotta do for them taller niggas, for niggas that's taller than you, is heart check them. And invite them to the paint and heart check them that one time. And then you're gonna see them like you gonna.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing. Listen,
Hey, slide. See, here, I got a story for y'all. I got a story. Listen to this. See, I'm gonna tell you what. This is what I'm gonna tell you that don't work. So my first day in practice, right? We were doing a drill. The coach is like, "Yeah, we got it. When you're going up against a big man, you got to drive. You got to hit him in the chest, then go up." Man, I'm talking about as soon as I hit Buddy in the chest, my whole shoulder then popped out the socket. Man, I'm talking. Oh man. Oh man.
Nigga trying to tell y'all it ain't sweet down now.
How much did you weigh in college though?
185. But he was he was a center. He was just a regular center.
And see, that's my thing. And that's what I'm saying. When I was 18, I was 250 though.
Man, I'm talking about driving to them big men if you want.
He'll still try.
I saw my shoulder bone
because I played
this
football.
was in my back.
Look
my
at what
whole
happened
shoulder bone was in my back, man. It
was looking at coach
under 200 pounds. You under 200 pounds though, Lamont. You under 200 pounds.
Look what happened to Bam. Look what Bam did when he tried to do that to Dwight.
You under 200 pounds. If you was 220, if you was 225, 230, and you told me that happened, okay, I'll be a little thing. But you under 200 pounds, Lamont.
But I'm saying that's why I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It ain't sweet for that's why it's impressive what Kyrie does when he's able to go in amongst the trees,
right,
and then finish over them and around them.
Yeah.
That's why that's impressive.
Kimber Walker and all he can do that's. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, nah, you right.
But the thing with me is though, man, I'm 5'8", I'm physical though, so it ain't gonna be no. Just gonna bully me, it's gonna be
ain't gonna
be
what you
this man probably be fouling.
What you weigh, True?
Who that? True the King?
170.
True the King.
I weigh 170.
That ain't no bully.
True the King. I'm playing. True the King. I'm playing with my back to the basket on you all day.
Man, listen, it sounds cool. Listen, man, it sounds cool. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I don't care who it is. If it's Steph Curry, listen. They gonna get buggers on me. They gonna get buggers on me. That's great defense.
I ain't gonna do none of that shit. I ain't gonna do none of that shit, bro. Shaq's my favorite player. So you know
I'm gonna pull that chair. I'm gonna pull that. I'll pull that chair. I got good hands, and I know where. I got good anticipation too, man.
Now you know. Now when people like you catch me off guard, True, is when you actually try to take my motherfucking blow. Like that be throwing me off guard because I'll be expecting you niggas to get out my way. I just be expecting niggas to get out my way.
With me, I'm with all the smoke, man.
True about
it. Hey, Pat Bev, I'm smarter though. I got more IQ though. I got more IQ. I don't really be running around as a run around though.
So what you saying? You bail? Yeah. True ain't gonna be screaming 5 years at a nigga and ain't do one.
That's why I get picked up for, man. I get picked up when I play ball, man. People like, oh yeah, he played we all know, yeah, he on my team. He played defense, man.
So hey, True, and pickup ball, that just mean that you foul a lot.
I don't foul. Hold on. I don't foul. Listen. I don't foul a lot though, man. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't foul a lot. Listen. I've never gotten a fight. In a fight over no basketball, man. I don't foul people, man. I don't foul people, man. I play straight up, man. I play physical. I don't foul people.
Key word right
I don't foul people.
Look, Lamont, I hear exactly what you saying, bro. But here's my thing about it. Look, I'm not gonna foul you, and I'm gonna respect your foul calls.
Hold on.
Until
hold on. Ethan Collins, why did you put this in the chat?
Hold up.
That's how they troll.
R.I.P. Uzi.
Hold up.
What?
That's a lie, though. That's probably a lie, though. That's a lie.
Ooh, unless it's a second.
No, that's a lie, man. Come on, man.
It's a lie. Yeah, I see it right here.
A lie.
They said YK Osiris got trolled into thinking it was true. They said it's a lie.
Oh, that's a
But
lot.
yeah, but I don't foul. Listen, man, I play straight up, man. I
But
play like
Hey, Ethan, man, we be talking about fake news all this show, and you
you
gonna
are
pull some fake
probably
news.
you.
Oh my god, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, fellas, who
Yeah,
y'all got higher in y'all
but nah,
rankings? Kevin Garnett or Dirk?
KG. KG.
I hate to say it, but I got
I
Dirk.
got
Dirk.
I
Dirk.
hate to say it,
What you
man.
See,
mean
that's
you
I
that's
got
got
playing
Dirk.
Dirk?
for
For what?
see. That's
Nah,
what
because
that's what that's what we need to
I'm gonna
stop,
tell you,
bro.
I'm
Exactly
gonna
what had
tell
me
Let's
you,
stop.
confused.
We
no,
need to
I'm gonna
stop,
tell
What you
bro.
you,
talking
I'm
about?
gonna
Stay
tell
playing
you
with
why
time.
though. I'm
Stop,
gonna
bro.
tell you
let him
why.
talk.
Stop.
K,
How?
Let him talk.
I like KG.
How?
I like
How?
KG as a player,
How?
but I gotta keep it real.
Dirk.
Dirk won NBA Finals MVP. He led that team to beat Miami, man. I
Look at
gotta
So
that
keep it
two
just because he
rating.
that
did
he
that,
beat
he was
he
a
beat that. Hold on, he beat that young Portland Trailblazers team. Then the
still.
OKC
Hey, true. That's
and
one of the
then the
best
Come on,
teams of
Lakers.
bro.
all
You
time, too.
tripping, bro. You
He
I'm
tripping.
not
swept
Nah.
Kobe.
tripping.
He swept Kobe.
What?
He
I
swept
He
don't
Kobe.
care, bro.
I'm
He
not
not
I
better
gotta
than
keep it
He
real.
beat
KG.
that
He
year.
not
That
better than
counts.
KG.
It's not
Stop.
by
Yeah,
hold
he
on,
is. Yeah, he is.
Come on, man. Come on.
hold up. It's not by a big margin, but I got Dirk.
No.
I edge
Why
him
is
over
I
it?
have to.
KG.
No.
I
I
edge
have
him.
Hold on,
to.
No.
hold on. But
What
hey,
KG?
this is how you solve that. If you talk, are you talking about who's the better player or who had the better career?
Quit. Who the better player? That's what he
Who's the better
said.
player?
Okay, it's
Because
two
I
different
think
questions. Because if
KG.
people have their list
Either
different,
way.
some people's list is
Either
based on
way.
who's the best players, but my list is based on who had the best careers.
All
There
right.
you go.
Who you got
That's
So
ahead
it's
then?
two
Dirk.
different
You can
lists.
only talk about defense when you're talking about him and Dirk when you're
I
comparing
mean,
them
if you're
two.
talking better
Like if you
careers,
want to talk
wouldn't you edge that to Dirk? Because he got to the finals
Yeah, Dirk
twice.
is going to
Yep.
edge him out career
Dirk
wise.
edge him out.
and
Hey,
player.
not only that,
He not a better
Dirk is
player,
in the
bro.
top scorers of
Player.
all
I
All
time.
the
got
He
Dirk
got
way.
as a better player.
Right.
30,000
I
And
got
some
Dirk as a
Dirk.
better
Way
player than
better.
Right.
KG.
And
KG top 15
Dirk had
all
a bigger
time in win shares.
Come on, man. What?
Dirk had a bigger
How? Wait.
impact, man.
Hold up. How is KG a better player than Dirk? How?
No, I said I
He was
got Dirk as a better
because
player than
he is,
KG.
bro.
To
No,
me,
he's not,
How?
bro. No,
How?
he's not, bro.
What?
He was Kevin Garnett was better defensively.
That's it.
True.
He
That's
could
True.
it.
guard. Look,
That's
not
true.
only look, he was the
That's
That's
best
all.
defender, defensive power forward in his era. He was hands down.
that's
Not
that's
beautiful.
only
not
that,
true.
White
That's
the
made
not
him
man
look
true.
like
remained.
a
Don't get
baby.
Yes,
not
he
true.
was.
Yeah,
Yes, he
Not
you can
was.
White
argue
don't
made
that.
him
get
look
don't
like
get
a
worry.
Yes, he
baby.
Don't
was.
get
No,
you
I know
name
you
that ain't no
gonna say
argument.
that. Don't try to bring up that defensive win shares metric you used yesterday. Don't try
Man,
to
that
bring
It's
it.
a fact though. It's a fact.
Don't try to use that, bro.
Hey, what do
I'm
you mean
talking
not
about the
use it?
eye test. You want to talk about
What do you
metrics?
mean the
When the
eye
stats
test?
don't
Don't
get
Eye
get
in your
test.
favor,
Kevin
you gotta
Garnett
eye
was
hold
the
on.
test.
better defender.
Don't get a better defender than
No,
KG. What are
he's
you
not,
talking about?
bro. No, he's not.
Hold on.
No,
Go
he's
looking up
not.
matchups. Go looking up matchups and
No,
see
he
that's
not.
the eye
No,
test.
he
The eye
not.
test showed that
No,
Duncan
he
owned
not, bro.
KG.
why?
No,
That's
Because
the
he
eye test showing that.
no, he not. No, he
Hey,
not.
Dirk on his
You
ass
talking about
too.
head to head? I'm talking about as an
Hey,
overall
true.
defender. Kevin Garnett
Duncan's
was
the
better.
only dude who had KG
Man,
actually hit him, and
Okay.
KG's
hold
what they
on.
didn't have to hit.
Hold on real quick. Ask me the question. When KG went to the Celtics, was he the best player on that team?
No, sir.
He was the
come
leader of
on,
that
man.
team.
He was the leader, bro. That's the
He
same
was
year
the
he
That
won
heart
wasn't
and
He
true.
was
soul of
MVP.
he,
that
Nigga,
team.
he was
I
hold
better.
on,
know
hold
that,
on.
man.
Way.
He wasn't the only
He
leader
was
of
the
that
heart
team.
and
That was
soul of
Paul
that team.
Pierce. Hold up, Paul Pierce was the heart and soul of that team. It wasn't just KG. Paul Pierce was the heart and soul and leader of that team too.
Actually,
What?
true. One of the Celtics players, I forgot who, they said James Posey was also a leader in that team that
Of
first year.
course,
Man, that was a
because
better team,
they
bro.
veterans. They
That was a
got veteran
better
teams. You
team,
gonna have
bro.
multiple leadership.
That
But
was a
Now,
but
better team, bro.
When Dirk
my
won a
thing is
championship, he was the best
my
player. When he won a championship,
my
that's a
thing
fact.
is
KG
my thing
better
is
than Dirk.
Dirk has an unstoppable move. Like
So that's
Unstoppable.
what make him better because he
he
got an
got an
unstoppable move.
unstoppable move. Like
Come on, bro.
eh,
That
KG.
post fadeaway with
Come
the
When
leg
on,
did
up,
bro.
you ain't
when
Wait,
did KG put the clamps on
on Dirk.
He didn't.
Nobody
Exactly.
put the clamps on Dirk. That's not what I
There
I'm
you
said.
go.
saying,
So
but
it
you
don't
talking
matter.
about
If you would
defense,
listen,
and
you'll
that's all
understand
he
what I
got on
said, bro.
Dirk.
And that's
No,
my
he
argument.
don't, bro.
And that's my
KG is a
argument.
better
Like,
all-around player than Dirk, bro.
Then
Don't
why
In
would
think
what
Dirk.
KG
way?
Dirk
hold
What
on?
was a
do you
Answer
what
better
are
me this
you
scorer,
saying?
question.
What
bro,
are you
in
So
saying?
short
why would
passes, bro.
KG wasn't the first option on Boston? Why would KG wasn't the first option on Boston?
You had Paul Pierce. What are you
Because I
talking about,
guarantee
bro?
you, okay, if you put Dirk in Boston,
Come on,
Dirk's gonna be the first option on that
come
team.
What
on,
That's
is
a
so
fact.
that because
come
he
on.
That's
better
a
because of
fact.
that make no sense, Sugar
That
King.
it do make
That
sense. What are
don't
you
make
talking
that
about?
Yes.
makes no sense, bro.
KG was the first option before he went to Boston, right or wrong, averaging like 25 points a game.
24.
MVP. MVP,
Yeah.
MVP, right?
And
So when he
defensive
went,
player of the year, though.
so
Remember that too.
that's what that he was.
Making
I'm
his
talking
20s
about.
a
I'm
month.
talking about before. I'm talking about before he was on Saudi
I'm
on the
talking about
Timberwolves.
their
He was
career.
averaging He was averaging 24.
Yep,
He was the
and led
first
him to
option on
the
his team.
led him to the Western Conference Final in 04.
Right, and Dirk had less talent and won a championship. Let's talk about that. Dirk had less talent and
Bruh,
won
stop
championship.
it, bro.
Dirk had less talent
He's
and
not better than
won.
KG, bro. Stop.
Dirk had less and won just as
Stop.
much as KG.
Stop.
What are you talking about?
Stop. He's not
Actually,
better
one
than
That's
more.
still
KG.
your argument.
He had a greater career. He's
KG,
not the better overall player, bro. He's
You
not.
put
But how?
you put KG on that Dallas Mavericks team. They not.
Bro, stop with all the weird scenarios, bro. Stop with all the weird. That's all y'all do. All these crazy scenarios. That didn't happen, bro. Talk about what actually happened. Stop with all the weird.
Okay, let's talk about.
This players.
Let's go one at a time. So we can hear it. One at a time.
Let me go real quick. Hold on. So let's talk about what actually happened.
Talk about their game. Stop talking about all these.
All right, let's talk about their game. Let's talk about their game. Let's talk about it. Did you see what Dirk did to the Lakers, my nigga? Like that nigga look unfucking stuck. That nigga
what year we talking about? 2011.
That nigga looked. Yes, that nigga looked
unfucking down, Kobe.
That nigga looked
down.
They came
out
three
was
finals, bro.
fucking stoppable. I've never like word. Even in KG's heyday, I've never seen him look as unstoppable as Dirk looked that whole playoff run. I've never seen KG look as unstoppable as I've seen.
That's one of the greatest playoff runs too.
I've never seen that shit. Like that nigga was playing out of his fucking. That nigga was playing out of his fucking mind, dog.
That's not
He was playing out of his fucking mind, dog.
Why you doing this to my dude Dirk, man?
I'm dying, dog.
I like KG, and I like KG, and I like KG, but I got to keep it real though. I got to keep it real.
Not keeping it real right now.
I am keeping it real.
He's not the better player.
Why? Hey, everybody, hold on. Can I get this point? Did or did not Dirk won with less talent than KG?
Bro, stop with all that. I'm talking about them as a player.
What do you mean? Okay, I can't. I'm done. I can't argue this. I can't argue this,
bro.
I can't argue this, man.
Bro,
Kevin Garnett.
I got one question for.
How?
I got one question for.
I just told you how.
Defense?
No. I got one question for.
He was better. He was a better passer.
No, who's the best player of all? Hold on. Who's your best player of all time? Then, since you having your.
My best player.
Who's your best player of all time? Then.
All time.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Shit, Jordan. I got Jordan up one.
So Jordan's not the all-around best player. Jordan's not the all-around best player of all time. So how are you gonna sit there and say KG better than Dirk? Because he does everything. You not make your logic don't make it. You can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose when it's convenient.
Score. I'm not picking it. We're not talking about Jordan. We talking about KG.
Can I ask this question?
Hey, go ahead.
No, bro. Can I ask you this question? This one question.
Go ahead.
All right. The game is on the line.
Dirk,
Your team's down by 12 with like 3 minutes. Hold on. Your team's down by 12 with like 3 minutes left.
I get Dirk is clutch and
nothing is working.
But if Kevin's a better player, why can't I go to my best player?
Who's gonna have the ball in their hands? Dirk or KG?
Don't start that. Don't start. Hey, would you say that?
Nothing is working.
What did bro say? What did bro say right now?
Hold on.
No, I'm saying if Kevin Garnett's a better player, I need to be able to depend on him every time down the floor. I can at least get a bucket.
So you said y'all acting like this man couldn't score?
He wasn't.
Bro.
I nobody saying that. Nobody's saying that.
You act like he had no face-up game, bro.
No,
y'all see this man?
He can score. He can score. But like,
he can't score.
I got a question.
KG can score, but I'm just saying, like, when we be having these GOAT debates, a question I usually like to ask is when nothing is working. When nothing is working, your plays ain't working and nothing, and you just need a nigga to lead you to the promised land. Just like, yo, do whatever you need to do to get us this win. Who are you taking, Dirk or KG?
Yeah, I ain't gonna answer that, man. Y'all leaning towards the offense.
Oh, Bees had a question. Hold on, Bees had a question.
All talking about is offense, bro.
No, I'm not talking about offense.
We talking about every time. We talking about
question for you. because your argument is very valid, and I can see
Bro,
why some people would think
Kevin,
that.
look, hold on.
So
Before you
here's
say
the
that,
question. Here's the question for you: Is KD's defense above Dirk greater than Dirk's offense above KG?
Come on, I'm
bro,
about to say it.
Kevin Durant.
I'm just about to say it.
Kevin Garnett, one of the best defenders of all time.
No. I'm asking you the question.
He not better than
I
Dwight.
said one of the best.
Dwight
I
made
didn't
him look
say
like
the
a
best.
Dwight made
I
him
didn't
look like
say
a
the
little
best.
kid.
I didn't say the best. I said one of the
He
best.
is.
No. Hey guys,
Yeah, he is. He is.
So what are
He's
you
not
talking?
better
This
than Tim
man is
Duncan,
one of.
but he is. He is.
Bro, we ain't talking
Not
about
better
Tim
than Dwight
Duncan. We
neither.
talking about Dirk.
No, you're right. And I want to ask you that question. Is Dirk's
Not better than
offense greater than KG's
Wallace
defense
neither.
over Dirk?
Bro,
Yes or
offense.
no?
See,
Yes or no?
Stop with all that, man. Y'all trying to move the post,
It's
man. Like
not
y'all
moving.
talking about
We
everything
literally,
else.
yo.
That's all y'all
That
said was
question is
offense.
Hey,
because
yo, you
Everything y'all
get.
said
I
was
ain't gonna hold you.
Oh
You get
my
easier
God,
to debate because you ain't trying to answer
617
straight questions.
bread.
bro,
You
Everything y'all
about
said
to
was
take
Kareem.
a
offense,
chat,
bro.
man.
They
We
go
talking about
hey,
Kareem
Take a
what
Skyhook.
that got to
hey
do with
dog,
what that got to
They
do with
go
Dirk's skill
Kareem
set.
Skyhook.
look, you
Then they go
talking
that
about a
one-legged
player
What that
that
Dirk.
got to do
scored
with
over
Dirk's skill set?
30,000 points. How
What is
many?
what is
There's
Dirk?
only
What
been
they got to do
7
with Dirk's
players
skill
do
set?
that, bro.
Y'all missing one
That
side of the
I got
one-legged
ball.
Dirk
Dirk,
as a
the
better
You hear
second
them?
most
Hold
shots stopped
You hear
on,
them?
all
Missing
time,
one
bro.
side of the
Can I?
ball.
Can I? Hold on. Can I
You
say
missing one
something?
side of the
Hold
ball,
on.
bro.
versus
Can I
Gordon.
say something? Hold on. But here's the thing. You keep talking about it's one side of the ball, but guess what? Dirk, you can build a team. Okay, we all know for a fact. You're looking down their careers. You could build a team better with Dirk better than KG. That's just a
Man,
fact.
Easy.
Yeah, that's facts.
what did
KG
Dirk?
had a lead.
What
KG
did
had a
Dirk do in the
lead.
early 2000s, man?
KG KG had a lead.
What did Dirk do from '98 to, let's say, before that finals run in '06? What did Dirk do?
What did KG do?
What did KD
When
do
the
before
Timberwolves?
08?
What did KG do
The
with
nigga, he
08?
had
What are you
fucking
saying?
Steve Nash on the team, bro. This nigga had Mike. This nigga had niggas on his team. Y'all acting like
No,
he
He had
answer
had a
this
whole bunch
question.
of
Campbell,
niggas on
Who
his
had the
Wally.
team
most?
that
Okay,
didn't do
who had the
shit.
most? Who had
Baby
more
Steve
talent? Who had the more
Nash,
talent?
man.
Good
Stop,
night, fellas.
stop, bro. You can't even
All
get
right,
through
bees.
that teams,
But
bro.
here's the
Hey,
thing,
You
though.
talking
hey,
about that '06 run, bro?
But hold up. Here's the
you
thing, though. Right
disrespecting
Yeah, in
when
you
Dirk, when
2011.
Dirk,
you
You
He
disrespecting
talking
should
about
have the
Latrell
2 years?
ring
Sprewell.
in
Y'all
You
talking
06.
about 2
disrespecting
years out
Latrell
this man
Sprewell,
whole 2
bro.
He had
years
that
career.
man had
Stephon. He
You
had
Stephon
Stephon.
disrespecting
Marbury.
Latrell Sprewell,
Bro,
bro.
that was
Yeah.
in the '90s, bro. He didn't have no fucking Stephon Marbury in
Yes, he
2000.
did. Yes, he
No, he
did.
didn't,
He
bro.
had Latrell though. He had
That's
Latrell.
Nope.
one nigga, bro.
He had Latrell.
Man,
You talking
Sam
about
Cassell.
one
Yeah,
dude, bro? That was done.
that man had Sam
Sprewell was
Cassell
done,
too.
bro.
Sam
In
Cassell was an all
04,
star for
bro.
y'all, and I think All NBA
Man,
team.
get
I
up
think
out
at
of
that
here,
time.
man. This dude
Come
had
on,
Steve
man.
Nash. This man had Steve
Look,
Nash for 7 years, bro.
Dirk was always the
KG
best player.
put a
When Dirk,
Stop
when
good
it,
Dirk
bro.
in his
put a
This nigga
prime,
good
had
mean
Steve Nash.
face
This nigga had
on.
an MVP and didn't do shit. Didn't do
I
nothing.
know KG
He
put
didn't
a
do
good
nothing.
mean face on, but that don't mean he like that.
Man,
man,
get out of
that
here,
man
man. Y'all niggas hate KG. Y'all hate
KG wanted
KG.
to hold on, hold on.
Y'all
No, we
hate
don't. No, I
KG.
don't. I'm a Celtics fan. I
I
watch
don't
the
hate
I'm
game.
not talking
KG.
about
I'm
you.
a
I'm
listen,
talking
listen.
about them. They hate
Hold,
KG.
hold up,
I
hold up.
can't.
They
I
hate
I'm
don't.
not
KG.
Hold
hating,
up. Listen,
man.
hold up. Why KG became a third option on the Celtics?
He was not
If
a
he's
third
doing better,
option.
he
Third
was
You
third
saying Ray
option.
option.
Allen was the
He
second
was third
option?
A
option.
third
You saying
option.
Ray Allen was the second option, bro?
Hold on.
Ray
Hold on.
Allen
I
was
wouldn't.
Bruh,
Paul
I
Pierce.
wouldn't go
without
that far as
KG,
far as the second
Hold
option,
up.
man.
He was a
without
third
They
KG,
option.
they would have
KG.
won that chip in '08 without
No,
KG.
man. No,
No,
Hell
but I'm
everybody
just saying,
know
no.
but
that.
here's the
Hell
thing,
Nobody
but
taking
The
was he
man
nothing
the
is
away
the
best player on
best
from
that
him.
player.
team?
You
He
no.
led
giving
y'all
him too
team.
much.
The man's a leader. He
Hey,
talk. He
hey,
communicate.
as much as I want to continue this one, we're gonna pick it up tomorrow because I think that's what we're gonna be talking about tomorrow.
I'll be back.
Comparing these
I'm about
centers
to eat
because
though
What's your
tomorrow.
name?
I'm
What's
about
your
to
name
eat.
again, Jake? What's your name again?
Jason Brown.
Man, listen. You want listen. This ain't over yet, man.
You
I'll
got your
cook you,
chance.
nigga.
hold Hold on, True. Is this gonna be a head-to-head debate?
We can have a head-to-head debate. We can.
Come on.
But we don't got a lot of time.
Hey,
We can
Lamar.
have.
What I invite at?
We can. I ain't had smoke in a minute.
Hey, Lamar,
I ain't smoking in a minute.
Question, man.
I'm ready for this.
Go ahead.
Now, I was just saying, look what I started with, just my little question.
Y'all gotta realize KG is my favorite player of all time.
Yeah, we could chop it up tomorrow, right? Right out the
Yeah,
gate.
you come in tomorrow. Listen, you come in tomorrow, man. I'm a cook you. I'm a cook you, man.
I don't think y'all realize how great defensively Kevin Garnett was.
Man, you gotta explain that tomorrow.
Hold on. So it's Kevin Garnett versus Dirk Nowitzki tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Who you got? I
cool.
want
We
to
can do
know
that.
who Lamont got in this.
Because
That's a
it's a
good one.
very
Oh,
close
hold
race.
on.
On this all
Who I
time.
got?
On your,
So it
on
depends on how the
your,
questions.
no, on your
So
all-time list. I'm not talking about who the better
so
player.
my all-time list is based on career. So I got Dirk over KG.
Okay, I can see that. But was he a better player overall
No,
than Kevin Garnett?
I think KG was the better player.
That's all I'm saying.
The thing is, but it's two ways.
He was
See,
more
see,
skilled. He was
Dirk
more
had the better
skilled on me. That's
career.
a
Come on,
better
we could do
player.
a 2-on-2. We could do a 2-on-2.
Man, KG had a jumper too.
Nah, we do head to head. We do head to head.
had
Hey,
a jump
listen,
shot, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, just
That man
listen, man. You
footwork was
come in the
crazy.
mall. If you come in the mall, man, you gonna get cooked. You not because
Hitman.
you gonna get cooked, man.
No, you can't cook
Hey,
me on that.
Hitman. Hey, Hitman. Elder was looking for you. He said he out in Dallas. He said you ducking the basketball
Oh,
court.
what up, Hitman?
Damn.
Okay.
He said he called you and everything.
Oh man, phone went straight to voicemail. It's like,
Don't duck
my
the smoke, through the
word.
can.
I'm be listen. I'm gonna be here, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I smoked a lot of people up here. You better ask somebody. I smoked a lot of people up here.
I don't
I
come
smoked
in all the time, but I've been in.
I smoked a lot of people. I smoked so much. I smoked people so bad they ain't come back since.
Yeah, but this is a legit. It's a legit argument.
You can. It's legit. Listen, I want an argument saying that Manu Ginobili better than James Harden, and that's not even a popular
Man, you ain't
opinion.
win that against me,
If
man.
you talk about
That's
numbers,
not a popular opinion. So I can listen, man. I'm a champion, man. I'm trying to tell you.
That's still true, dog.
You about to get
You
dethroned
get
tomorrow.
you
True
are
King,
Canelo. True, you Canelo,
Don't
man.
do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Hey,
Come on, man.
if I'm Canelo, I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't care. I can be Canelo. I can be the black Canelo.
If he Canelo, man, I'm Floyd Mayweather.
That's a Stitch Hall of Fame
Canelo,
jacket.
Floyd, man.
Hey, man. Listen, man.
I'm
True the
pound for
King,
pound
man.
number one.
Hey, we're gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and end it now. All right, but hey, Hitman X, you came a little too late. I'm just messing with you, Hitman X. He didn't call you. I was just messing with you. Hitman X is about to get for real.
What you mean he called me?
Now we're gonna be back tomorrow, man. 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got some stuff to chop it up about. And that's about it, man. Appreciate y'all for jumping in the chat today. I think we went over 2,000 today. That's like the first time this week. So appreciate y'all
what's up, man.
for showing support, man. And hey, that's big right there. Make sure y'all subscribe. True the King got his channel up, man. We trying to get him.
True the King TV, man. Just type in True the King, man. Subscribe.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Hey, salute everybody.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all have a good one.
I'm probably gonna drop why Dirk Burn KG. That's probably my next video.
Hey,
man.
drop the link to your channel so I can subscribe. I want to see that.
No, all you gotta do is type in True the King TV. I'm gonna pop up, man. True the King, man.
I'll go on your channel.
Hold up, I'm a fact. Let me see how we go in the private.
Salute Tiana Jones, man.
I drop in the private chat.
I'm gonna subscribe.
Hitman, you got to start getting in here early, man, so we can chop it up. We were talking about that Devin Booker nonsense.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Early.
I like that book on Celtics, hit man. I ain't gonna hold you. Jaylen Brown, I don't know.
Alton Lee, appreciate you for getting in here. We
baby mamas. You know what I mean? The light skin ain't like hey man. Devin Booker and Jason Tatum, that'd be dangerous, man.
Nah, we don't change time. We stay on the same time. So I think everybody else went back an hour. We stayed at the same time.
Yo, 617 Breed, man. You been doing all this talk in the comments, man. Did he lose to an 8 seed? That's cool.
He did though.
Cage, I know this though. We was up 3-2 against the Miami Heat. Ain't the same as 3-1, but
he said, "Did it go through?" If you hit the Cash App, you did super chat. Now I don't see the super chat just yet. Got a lot to say. I'll wait on it. Hold on. I don't know how quick those come through.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to talk about how Dirk got lost in 07 to them, but we believe Warriors.
Hey, I appreciate that. Got a lot to say. If it came through, I appreciate that. I just don't see it on my end yet. Usually it'll pop up on the screen.
We can also say KG underachieved as a star on his team too.
We're gonna save it for tomorrow.
You don't want to talk about them Brooklyn years. You don't want to talk about if he left the Celtics.
Man, let's
you don't want to talk about that.
We talk about them last years with Dirk.
He said he broke LeBron. Duncan broke him.
Man, we not. Why y'all keep bringing up Tim Duncan? We not talking about Tim Duncan.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I won't mention Tim Duncan at all in the next debate. How
Tim
about
Duncan?
that?
Dirk got cooked by Tim Duncan plenty of times.
We'll see. Well, hey, we gonna be debating big man tomorrow because I got a bone to pick with them 90 centers, man. They got a lot of questions.
Oh man.
Y'all know how I feel about them 90 centers. So
Come on, oh man, this gonna be intriguing now. Nice.
Yeah. You know how they was ultimate trash cans in the 90s.
Yo, we taking to the next level, man.
Man, hey, you know the video. Y'all seen that video? The 90 centers was trash, man. That's for real.
Oh,
if people don't want to admit it, man, I can start running off the names, man. They was.
Yo, come on, Lamont, man.
People be really trying to defend it. You know, now I see why the centers had to resort to fouling. They couldn't move.
Oh man.
Well, we gonna be out of here. We gonna get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all in the chat, man. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Hey, great show
tomorrow.
I catch y'all boys, man.
Sir.